But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do this. Morning.
Here we are.
NFL refs are coming back. Breaking news.
Are they? Yeah.
The NFL refs are coming back for tonight's game, so they're going to be rusty. They're going to be rusty as all hell. And I think we need to say, we told you so. Why do we get it right and no one else does?
I don't know. What did we say?
We basically said they're coming back sooner than later.
Yeah, they would have to.
Or I certainly did.
It was getting crazy.
I think the NFL was getting very nervous about lawsuits and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because if one of these guys gets really hurt because the ref fucked up, I think the NFL would have a big problem on their hands.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the outrage. They say outrage. They say when like a sports story is talked about on regular news by these dumb broads that read the news to you these days, that's when people react and get things done. If it's just on the sports pages, they don't care as much. But as soon as it goes into, the front of the news, as they say, they said that had a lot to do with it as well. So I don't know if they have an actual agreement. It's a little weird. They're coming back tonight, but they still got to vote. So maybe the refs could still say, we're not happy with this.
I guess in good faith.
Yeah.
In good faith.
NFL and referees reach an agreement on new 8-year contract. Will officiate tonight's game. But I heard they still have to vote on that.
Yeah.
So I guess it's pretty much done, right?
Yeah, done deal. They should absolutely thank the replacement refs.
Right.
Because they're the reason that they got the deal that they wanted.
And the replacement refs were the only ones that didn't see this coming.
Yeah. Back to their whatever gigs they had before this.
Well, a lot of people think Foot Locker.
Yes, that's.
I'm so sick of seeing the Foot Locker jokes on Twitter about this. I get it. They used to work at Foot Locker.
Some people on Twitter just have no goddamn clue about. We've probably seen it before. Don't worry about it. Especially if it's been around for a while. You know?
Hey, guys, I heard the refs, they got him from Foot Locker.
Really? That's hilarious. I don't know how many fucking people were tweeting me hula hoop girls.
So what's wrong with that?
Like, because they're not good ones.
Well,
they're not like some guy tweets me this disgusting fucking like stripper bitch with these big fake tits,
right.
And she's hula hooping, and that like you don't see the difference between what we watched yesterday, which was just like hotness and stuff.
Perfection.
And some slob.
Right.
Fucking hula hooping.
Well, you are right, because everyone has their favorite hula hoop girl now, and they're like, oh, she's nothing.
Yeah.
You got to check this one out.
Oh, that girl's a pig.
There was just something. There was just something about the hula hoop girl from yesterday.
Package,
It was the whole package. She
wasn't music.
She knew exactly what she was doing with her body, but it was kind of subtle. Which is kind of hot.
She didn't come off looking like stripper hot.
Right. At the end of that one video that we're all focusing on with that band that now everyone likes, and I forgot the name of the band already.
Of course.
Even though I listened to the song 3 or 4 times yesterday easily. The regular version, and then listened to it again because I watched the video a few times.
You have to.
She could have shook her ass the entire fucking video.
Right.
You see that quick shake at the end of the video? If she wanted to go over the top, she could have done a lot more of that.
Yeah.
But she knew, no, man, I'm just going to fucking work this hoop a little bit for everybody.
Nice, subtle. It worked.
You know, I couldn't get back to everyone yesterday, but a lot of people had me howling with their tweets about the hula hoop girl.
Yeah.
Howling. One guy, I think I did retweet saying that he had to recharge his phone 3 times.
Phone 3 times.
3 times yesterday.
Keep watching it.
Because of the hula hoop
Your
girl.
phone's blazing hot because it's using a lot of video.
One guy didn't leave work. One guy said he stayed at work an extra 2 hours because he was caught in a hula hoop fucking video. What would you call it?
Oh, yeah.
Matrix, basically.
Yeah, when you get trapped in certain videos.
He said it started with that, and he just could not go home.
Yeah, because YouTube's brilliant in that when the video stops, they give you the other suggestions
the options,
there.
Yeah.
And, boy, you just can keep going and going.
And going.
It's great.
And, and then everyone's talking about the Burning Man hula hoop POV. It's nice, but there was something about this one.
Yeah.
And websites are picking it up all over the place now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this thing is going to be massive.
She's very pretty, Kate. I was talking about her last night. I saw Bobby and his wife.
Bobby.
And I was talking about how I'm in love with Katie Sunshine.
Katie Sunshine.
I want her to be be my girl.
It's all about Katie.
Your girl.
Katie, what do you want to do later? I'm going to hula hoop for... All right, I mean after.
Oh, God, we're going to watch it again?
We're terrible.
How can you send one that's hotter than this? This is... And I like that she's wearing the yoga pants.
I do, too. Gray's a good color for yoga pants because it shows everything.
And everyone's picking apart the video now. They're like, why isn't one guy looking at her? If you look around in the crowd, not one person is looking at this. Oh, nice bend over.
Yeah.
You got two idiots in the back with a cooler. They're just like, They have no idea what's happening a mere 20 feet away from them. Look, those guys walked by. They didn't look.
Bunch of stoned hippies.
She's a very good hula girl.
Oh, man, is she?
I wish I could do that.
And she's trying to get some...
Yeah, she's talking to people.
Look, that guy doesn't look.
Oh,
Look at the piggies with.
Yeah,
Wonder.
Yeah, but he had an opportunity to look, and he did not look. This fucking song, too. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you like the
She
song?
has cute shoes on, too.
I hear this song is massively popular, too. I had no idea. Yeah. Really popular. Oh, my gosh.
Now it just puts the brakes on the show every time.
I know.
Jesus,
But you know what?
Terrible.
We bring up shit every day in this show. This one took off yesterday.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things that everyone started talking about and tweeting about yesterday.
Yeah.
And a lot of people make me laugh with their comments. I try to get back to people. You get back to the Twitter people?
A few.
I try.
I mean, I can't answer every goddamn gun question. I get it.
This guy walks by with his pal with a cooler. They didn't look. Look at the guy in the back. No one's looking.
No.
What the fuck? Look at that guy. He sort of took a quick look and is meandering across the lawn.
They're probably used to her by now. She's been there all day.
They've had it with the hula hooping.
Every picnic she shows up. Hey, did you see that? Yes, I did. Trying to play softball. She's there hula hooping.
That guy almost looked, but they're not really looking.
No, it's not even a glance.
Right.
And that band is playing live. There's only 10 people watching that.
Wow, that's the part of the video where everyone, stopped it and made a picture of, where she's leaning over and looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
She's a lovely girl. I guarantee she has a fiance. She's probably not married, but she probably has a fiance. Yeah.
Look, that guy just ducked out of the way of the hula hoop, not looking. That guy in the orange shirt is like, hey, man, what's up?
Which tells you that she has a very large boyfriend who's filming this.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
That's it.
I love this guy.
Oh, this guy's so fucked up. It's like 12 people watching the band.
And this is the best ever.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah, that's a great movie.
I want to know who films her. There's one guy filming her every time. I guarantee it's her fucking stupid boyfriend.
I watched most of the videos, and you can tell she just kind of placed it on the ground, maybe with a little tripod or something, or put it on a bench or a table.
I want to kiss her cheek.
And everyone's like, "Hey, man, that one's good, but you got to check out this one." No. Everyone has their favorite one, but I like the one that started it all.
I can't believe how good that one is.
Yeah.
Jesus. The one that started it all here.
We went from really hot to disgusting on my Twitter yesterday. Did you see the horse thing yet? I tweeted really late.
I
was
saw
laying
the
in
title
bed.
of it. I wasn't gonna go. No.
I was laying in bed. I did one last. I'll check my Twitter, and this guy sent me a video, and I wish Bob Kelly was here today.
I'm not.
Oh, pause this.
I won't watch this.
You won't watch this?
No, it gets me queasy.
You won't watch this?
No.
Really?
Nope.
It's
Not
called. What is it called there, Sam?
The biggest horse pimple.
Yeah, we're on a roll with these hot videos lately. I'm sorry.
Hot.
They're hot.
Not
hot meaning on the internet. I mean, they're no iPhone 5 for no reason.
No, they're not.
Well, nothing really is.
Holy fuck! What are you up to?
2.5.
God.
Oh my God.
God.
You're at 2.5?
Yeah, I hit 2 million at like.
No one cares what time. We don't need your timeline.
Oh Jesus! What's the time he hit 2 million?
And he's going to go, I didn't really believe in this video until it hit 2 million.
Yes.
I told Sam he's looking at least 6 to 7 million.
Yeah, he might be.
At least.
However, the fact that he's talking to us like we're Charlie Rose.
Oh God.
When did you hit 2 million?
I
Sam?
anyway.
When did you hit 2 million?
I hit 2 million last night, and by this morning it was already at 2.5. It's going faster since it got. I thought it'd be done by now because it's timely.
Man, because then what happens? All the websites start embedding it. I'm telling you, it's a monster. You got a monster in your hand. Has your life changed? Anyone call you?
Nobody's calling me. I'm still getting emails on a daily basis from people who either like the video or think I'm a bully.
Yeah, you are a bully.
I've been getting
Did you get the Vern Troyer look-alike thing yet?
I read
She
that
looks
on
like
some
Vern
comments.
A little bit. Yeah.
But people have actually gone to the website and found my email just so they could tell me what a just terrible person I am and how I couldn't have taken that video down by now.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Which is just like...
I like her dumb face when she... with her mouth.
I love how she's just proud of herself with her dumb answer.
It looks like she's constantly trying to get, like, peanut butter off the roof of her mouth.
Right.
Yeah, or Fig Newtons from her between her teeth and her cheek. She's like,
so you're not going to be like the Leave Me Alone kid, Leave Brittany Alone, or the other
kid at the dentist.
No, she is the girl. Is Sam is interviewing
nothing out of this?
I'm the vehicle for
yes.
her.
Oh, that's
he's but a conduit.
But I mean, you know, it will draw attention to future projects.
Oh, is that it?
Hopefully, that's right.
Well,
and, I mean,
for her.
And for me, it's drawn attention to
and for me,
all of the other iPhone videos.
I noticed that SiriusXM tweeted the video finally.
That's what put it over the top.
I got douche chills reading that. I like, because the only reason they did that was because we beat them up again.
I went and had a conversation yesterday.
With who? The Radio Wizard?
With Gary, yeah.
His name's not Gary anymore.
Well,
the Radio Wizard. He's terrific.
So needs a pointy hat.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I had to text Gary yesterday to help me. I wanted to meet Carol Burnett and Tim Conway and Vicki Lawrence.
Yes. Were you allowed to sit in the fishbowl?
I didn't ask, but here's why. Because there was only like 10 or 12 seats in there, or 15 seats, but they were all contest people who had a lot of them had pre-written questions. So I didn't.
Well, my thing is this.
If I wanted to, maybe I could have, but I didn't ask.
Jimmy's way nicer than me, because I would go, look, there's 15, 16 seats in here. You can't sneak another chair in. No one will ever fucking know. And I'll sit there like a contest winner.
Well, I didn't ask because I pee, and I didn't want to be trapped in there for an hour.
Right.
And Amy was fucking great.
Amy was a good interviewer.
Amy was great. She did a great job interviewing them.
Good for Amy.
She looked great, and so yeah, what they did was there's an Asian girl who works here. I don't remember her name, but she was kind of helping out in talent, and she might be here a lot. And she goes, okay, what we'll do is we'll get you right on line first. They took great care of me yesterday, so that just reminded me of that when you said Gary.
I saw the picture. You're very happy.
I couldn't have been happier with those legends.
Yes.
But
Tim Conway's a legend.
Oh,
they're all legends, obviously. I mean, when he did that golf thing, I was like,
Dwarf, yeah.
Tim Conway. Tim Conway's. But, you ask the younger people around here, because I was talking to somebody, I go, hi, Tim Conway, and they said, oh, it's the young people, it was stupid rolling. Oh, the dwarf guy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you understand who this guy was before he did that silly fucking midget golf
Do you
shit?
understand who you were talking to?
Yeah.
It's Roland.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? That thing made him a lot of fucking money, but he's way funnier than that.
He was funny yesterday in the interview, too.
He was, huh?
The timing. Carol Burnett had a really funny line. They all enjoyed Amy very much, but Amy's opening was she was a little gushing and just saying how much I love you guys, and my whole goal is just to not annoy you. And then Carol Burnett said, well, then leave the room.
That's great.
It was hilarious.
Good timing.
Yeah, they all have really, really great timing still, and Vicki Lawrence looked great.
I've heard some things about Carol Burnett. How was she? Was she nice?
Oh, have you heard that she's
I've heard some things.
Difficult?
I heard some things.
I've met her twice.
You got your picture, remember? So
yeah,
you can be honest right now.
We said hello. She was friendly. She said hello and she smiled, but I mean, I think at her age, she's got to be pushing 80, right?
Wow. I think so. I think she's 79, actually.
She's been a star for a long time. Like, her show came out in 67.
No.
Yeah, 67 to 78 that show ran.
Whoa.
77, 87, 97. That's almost 50 years of being, and she was famous before then.
Right.
So
they had amazing skits.
Oh my God! I've been on YouTube the last few days just watching fucking. Eunice is obviously my favorite. And I've been watching just that and the dynamics of Eunice. And was she great?
Yeah, she was really fucking something.
They were really good together, man.
Does Conway do stand up anymore?
Did he ever do stand up? I don't know.
I thought so. Am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
I think about it. I think about it. I don't know.
But they was so they got me online first for my picture.
Well, that's nice of SiriusXM.
And the girl whose name I don't remember her name who works there. And she actually took my 2 photos back to get signed.
Yeah.
So everybody was very, very nice. So thank you.
Yeah.
And Gary actually got that started because I texted him, and
You smile like that when you're really happy, huh?
Dude, I couldn't have been. I was just standing
Yeah, you're like...
with Carol Burnett.
Where's this
Really
picture? On
happy.
your Twitter, Jimmy?
Yeah, Vicky Lawrence and Tim Conway. I mean,
Jim Norton on Twitter. You got to see his smile.
that was a genuine smile, too. I wasn't being silly.
I know,
Like, I was
I know.
just fucking thrilled.
That's a good one. I would like that picture, actually.
Yeah, Tim Sabian jumped in right after. It was like, even he stuck around. He never sticks around.
Yeah,
But but Who Kids stopped and was watching them. Everybody stopped and was just watching
Did
them.
call anyone a nigga?
No, but he was enjoying the interview. Like,
He was?
Yeah, it was really weird to watch. It's weird. Like, you always think that black people and white people always enjoy different shit.
Sure.
But I was watching like Who Kid and some other guy he was talking to, and like they were laughing and enjoying. And, like, I guess Carol Burnett's kind of a legend to everybody.
Bringing together the races.
Well, just here.
All right.
I'm sure gangbangers wouldn't have enjoyed it. Tim motherfucking Conway, yo.
Yeah.
Got a very important phone call coming in from Steve in Virginia.
Yes.
We usually don't go to the phones this early, but Steve, what do you got, sir, for the show?
Hey,
yeah.
I've noticed that Sam has not yet thanked Opie for making that viral video for him. Because without Opie saying, hey, you need to edit that, Sam would still be shit.
I kind of remember saying that to you,
boy.
Sam. Do I get the big
Sam.
thank you or what?
Of course, I thanked you on the Sunday show when I was telling the whole
No one
story.
listens to the Sunday
Exactly.
show.
I get
Ron.
lots
This is
of
prime
show.
time.
That's like saying I thanked you in the shower.
I get lots and lots of callers. It's surprisingly high listenership.
Oh,
People are saying I'm jealous. Well, maybe I am.
I don't think
But
that
I also helped Sam as much as I could.
Opie was
He
very,
had the content. I'm not even going to...
Fell right into a viral video.
Yeah, I'm not
didn't
going to
fall
say
into
he
it.
didn't have the content. And then I helped him with a few little things I know about the internets.
Yep. Opie was a big help. He gave the first suggestion. He said, you got to make Rachel her own video. I said, really? He said, yep. And then I
you
went
didn't-
home.
Oh, you didn't see that.
Huh?
Oh, you didn't see that.
What?
I thought I was just saying something you knew, because you seem to know everything.
I do. I mean, I know almost everything, but...
I'm just fucking with you, bro.
But yeah. And then Justin Stengel made the same remark, but you made yours like 12 hours before him. So you
Whoa.
get first credit for sure.
So, Opie Radio greater than Justin Stengel on Twitter.
In terms of timing, yeah.
Yeah, got to say it. I'm
Guess-
greater than a Letterman writer.
It was the right video for the right time. That's how I see it.
It was a perfect storm.
Of course, of course.
You found a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
And-
Very topical
Oh,
subject.
extremely
Very
topical.
Very passionate people, the Apple people, and the people that don't like Apple. I mean, both. And you found the right person.
And the right person was there to do the interviewing.
That's it. Well, what?
Sam has a different look, though. That's one thing that's working for Sam is that
Yes,
you're
yes, yes.
an interesting-looking guy. I mean, as much as I find you fairly repulsive to look at, but I mean, you are like people would look at that video because you don't look like every other guy doing interviews.
Bossip, which is black gossip, bossip.com, called me a Drake lookalike. Which I've
Oh,
never,
really?
Never.
I'm trying to figure it out, too, Jim.
Gossip.
Oh, a few people told me it made World Star Hip Hop, which I know.
Yeah.
But a bunch of people on Twitter told me you got to read some of the comments like you did with Jimmy's video that made it there. Could you like kind of?
I read a couple of
I'd rather
them.
not do it cold. Try to find some good
let's find
ones
a
for
couple.
later on in the show.
My favorite one was, is the interviewer supposed to be black? Just like, what?
Well, that's what we've
No
been
one
figuring out
knows.
for years. You look like you could
But it's
be
not
black.
supposed to be. Like, it's like a...
What do you mean?
To say, is he supposed to be black?
Supposed
is
to be
say
is
I'm
kinda
doing
funny.
a character.
Right.
Like,
You're a red bone. Oh, maybe they thought it was a wig. They might have
or
thought
a
Sam was wearing a
wigger.
wig.
Oh, I see what they're saying.
yeah, we'll go through some of the comments.
Yeah, try to find a few of the better ones, and
Yeah.
we'll go back to that. But can we do the horse thing? So this guy tweeted, and now I'm learning that Daniel Tosh actually tweeted this video. I
Yeah,
did not know
earlier.
that. But a guy sent it to me, and it's called, largest horse pimple ever or something?
The biggest horse pimple.
This will be the new Two Girls, One Cup. You're going to see reaction videos to this. Have you seen this yet, Jimmy?
No, but I'm already getting my dick ready for a good tug.
We went from really sexy to this in one day. That's the beauty of us. Fuck. You're not going to watch it?
No, that's
I don't-
just, it gets
This thing,
easy.
just play it.
I don't need to be disgusted before I eat.
Jimmy's watching for the first time.
Wow.
Oh, pause. You know, it really does need a setup. So what do you got? A veterinarian there with his gloves on and another guy helping. And the veterinarian is kind of doing what you do with a pimple, kind of, pushing it.
Oh, God.
Pushing it from the sides to get the shit out. And the other, the assistant is pouring water on it, so it helps it along. And just it just keeps going and going and going.
How much to eat that?
Ah, God.
Well, I'm just asking. Just asking for a monetary amount.
I know Pat Duffy would eat it.
Yeah.
In a second.
Horse pus?
Yeah, he would do it in a second.
It's a great name for a band.
Oh, yeah.
The beauty of Pat
Horse
Duffy,
pus.
I know E-Rock's been great over the years, but the beauty of Pat Duffy, you've never seen him, like, hesitate.
No.
You tell him to do something, he doesn't even think of the consequences. He just goes for it.
Yeah. Those
E-Rock
guys.
has had to kind of think about it, here and there.
E-Rock actually, Pat Duffy's a psychopath.
Well, yeah, that's
But
what
he
I'm
was
basically
great on the
saying.
show, man. Pat was a fucking entertaining guy.
Oh, yeah.
I miss Pat
I
Duffy.
do, too.
Trying to figure out what we could do with him
I
still.
do, too.
Hey, E-Rock, would you eat the horse pus?
No.
What if we had, like, cash involved on this one? A couple
Nagel
thousand.
doesn't care about cash. He's
Exactly.
got it.
He's rolling
Plenty
in
of
it.
it.
Good point.
Yeah.
What's he going to build, another extension on his home?
No?
Nah, I can't eat a fluid from another body part.
Can't hit fluid that came out of himself.
Exactly. That's too many painful memories.
I just helped it along because it's a visual. That is the S of the horse, too, yes.
Oh.
All right, here we go. For Jim Norton. And I'll watch it again.
You don't watch it, right, Sam?
Oh, my God.
Let's look at it. It doesn't even look real.
How do you explain this to the radio audience before they see it themselves?
It looks like vomit lava.
Yes. Every time the guy squeezes from the sides, a shitload of fucking... What is that?
Sam, look at it. You got to support someone else's
Just
video.
pus comes out.
It's not that bad. It's just fucking pus.
And then look, there was some hard pus that he
Gristle.
had. Some gristle or something.
Yeah.
And then he goes, all right, now I'm back to getting this
Sam's
flowing
got to
again.
look at this. Come on, Sam. It's not right that other people watch it. It's not that bad.
Yes, it is.
I can't explain this.
It looks like...
You really got to see it for yourself.
It looks like almost a strawberry yogurt is leaking out the top.
Correct. It's the size of a very large grapefruit.
Yeah, it looks like vomit.
Is the pimple. And this guy he works it for about 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's a big zit. The horse is all embarrassed.
Well, the horse starts looking back, like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Well, you know what it is? The horse has... The prom date is arriving. And the horse says, I can't go with my zit like this. I have to be dancing.
And
Well,
you know a
that's
little bit
big,
about
man.
horses. They get pimples like this?
I've never seen it. He must have gotten something in there and stuck in him and got all
got it.
infected. Got him all infected.
Do you know the way it's coming out is the way Reagan vomited? Not the projectile vomit, but when she turned her head and just the vomit leaked out the side of the mouth in The
I
Exorcist.
thought you meant Ronald.
Oh, no,
So did I.
But that's how it's coming out, like that leaky green vomit, but this is like a reddish color.
And the veterinarian is
And
poking
tan.
at it and just pushing and just working it.
Dude, doctors are a weird breed. Like, you have to be able to handle seeing this stuff, the smells you have to deal with.
Oh, my God. Now he's getting to the bottom of it.
There's the meat of it.
All right. Now it's just fucking pouring out of the horse.
Holy crap, he's just pushing it, and it's just...
It's just pouring
It's
out
vomiting.
now.
Look at that pus.
How much is coming out, would you guess?
Is it a gallon?
Oh, God.
It could be, I would say,
That's probably a gallon total.
half gallon.
Maybe a half gallon? Okay.
Maybe a little more than a half gallon.
That's a lot.
I don't know. It's red. It looks like puke.
It has texture. It does look like vomit mixed with bits of skin.
This shit doesn't bother me, though.
Nah.
I can watch this.
It's not pleasant, but after you watch a head come off, it's all roses.
I could watch this, and I could actually, I could push the sides and get some of it out. Can you?
Oh, you mean in person?
Yeah, I could do what that guy's doing. I wouldn't be good at it, but
The smell might get you.
what do you think it's? Oh my God!
It probably just smells like a raw, rotting something. Like a belly button stench, like a rot.
It's starting to look like pizza after it's been puked up.
Yep. Wow.
I've seen the pizza puke up on the sidewalks. Most of us have at this point.
Horse isn't even
Looks like
embarrassed.
that. He's probably. You think he's relieved or like, what the fuck? This isn't bothering me.
Maybe, but they get their cock sheaths cleaned out. Like their horses are used to just being...
This whole time, by the way, the veterinarian is squeezing shit out. It's just pouring out. Now I think Jimmy's correct. I think we're pushing close to a gallon.
Sure.
A gallon of pus coming out of this horse.
Well, the horse is like, all
World's
right.
largest pimple.
Well, you know what it is? He's got fucking hooves, so the horse can't do it. The horse is like, I run fast, but look at all these things I can't do, and he holds his hooves up.
Right.
I can't even puke for Pete's sake. I saw that on a horse buggy bumper sticker.
Oh, the assistant's finally back. He gave up on this for a while. I think he had a problem. He's
Yeah.
back with the water. How much more is left in this video?
4 hours.
All right, we're about done.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. They got it. No, it's just blood.
I know it's a cheap plug, but I tweeted that really late last night, and we'll put it on our Facebook page as well. So it's called the world's, what is it? The
Biggest horse pimple.
biggest horse pimple. You've never seen that with horses in it?
No, I've seen some sick shit with horses.
Like what?
Well,
you've seen dead horses.
Well, yeah, but the most disturbing thing I ever saw was one of these stables. Everybody used to make their own dumb hitching posts. Most of them were made with wood. You know, you get a couple of like telephone pole like things and put them in the ground, and then you take another big long piece of telephone pole and put it across the top, bracket it on there, and you tie your horses up. Well, somebody decided to make it out of, like the regular galvanized steel that you would use for fence posts and whatnot, like chain link fence.
Okay.
And he left about 2 feet hanging over the edges.
Oh, my God. I already know
on either side.
Go ahead.
The horse got spooked. He pulled his head one way and then whipped it the other way, and the fucking fence thing went right through his neck. Right into his neck. He was hung up on the thing. And blood was fucking flying out of this horse's neck.
Dead?
Flying. No. They had a vet that was actually there doing some shit with other horses and was able to save him, but it was all fucked up. Like, you know how horses got those big cheek things on the backside of their head? It's like that roundy, flatty part. That, was cracked. It went right through there and back into the... It was so, I think kids are still traumatized. Now they're just men, and they remember that and are traumatized.
Oh, my God.
And I thought it was pretty fucking sick, but at least it wasn't my horse, so I didn't care.
We got Dr. Steve calling in about the horse.
Oh, great.
I wonder what that smell is.
Yeah, Dr. Steve.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. That is called an equine abscess.
Oh, really, Dr. Steve?
Dr. Steve.
Yes, and by the way, horse fluid makes a wonderful Merlot.
Horse fluid.
An equine abscess, yeah.
An equine abscess.
Equine abscess.
It's
And then another
it's a buildup of dirt.
Another guy saying this happens to cows a lot. Let me just go to
Rock.
Carl. Carl.
Comment.
Gentlemen, how you doing?
All right, Carl, what do you got on this?
I used to be a dairy farmer, and we had a cow running out of the cow shed one day and cut a tip on a bar, and over the next few days it just sort of got worse and worse, and it ended up being exactly like that. It got to the stage where the bone was sticking through the skin, and we would just pump it full of iodine, and the smell was...
Iodine.
I'm not Australian, I'm New Zealand.
You had a weird Jersey accent.
Iodine.
Well,
Said iodine.
I think Toss is the same accent, though.
It's the same goddamn accent.
I want to go to New Zealand. I hear it's amazing. What?
No, I know.
New Zealand's way better than Australians.
You don't go up at the end?
Cook them in some eggs.
No, we don't go up at the end. Hey, Jimmy, I loved you on Irvine, by the way.
On what?
I saw Jimmy in Irvine, and he was
Oh,
awesome.
Irvine, thank you.
Irvine.
You see
Thank
how
you.
he slowed down that word so we understood? Irvine.
I saw Jimmy in Irvine.
Thank you very much.
Irvine.
Thank you, Carl.
See you, Carl.
Hey,
All
Carl.
right. Yeah.
I do have one last question. New Zealand.
Go ahead.
Is it true that sheep get fucked over there? We used to
That's
do.
Australia. Now, that's where they do get mixed up.
I heard it was New Zealand, and we used to do stories on this over the years.
Aussie say
No,
it's
we
New
need-
Zealand.
I
New
heard it was
Zealanders.
a real fucking problem.
In divorce settlements.
No, that's the real problem. They wear the gumboots, and the Australians are supposed to have Velcro gloves so they can put their the wool.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't understand you. You said something about Uncle fucking
Okay.
Bully
And wool.
and Gracie.
Bully.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Once a Warrior. There's actually a documentary about the Maori.
There is a documentary about the Maori?
That is a documentary about Maori.
Oh, wow.
Once the Warriors.
All right. I love that. I have the book. I haven't read it yet.
That's awesome.
Thank you, buddy.
All right.
Thank you, man. Bye.
All right. Thank you. It's kind of fun to listen to that accent, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Verify age. Fuck. A guy sent me one that he says it's bigger on a cow. Another pimple.
God.
Yesterday was hula hoop videos. Today is
man. I like hula hoop videos better.
Animal pimples.
Animal
I
infections.
prefer a hula hoop video
Right.
myself.
Go to Web Dev PHP on Twitter there, Sam, to find that. Web Dev Dev PHP.
I did see a nice one yesterday about it was some fucking, I guess, a Taliban guy setting off mortars. And
Really?
he just gets fucking smoked. He's going, Allahu Akbar, Allah. And his buddy filming it is yelling it, and they're just yelling it. And funk, funk. He's setting off mortars, and then the whole fucking area he's in just explodes. He blows up. Wow. Yeah, apparently they fired a mortar back at him.
Oh, really?
Just blew his ass up.
They figured where he was.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
It's a tremendously disturbing sound. It's never said at good times in videos.
No, it's not like Mazel Tov.
Yeah.
Or something. It's just horrible things are happening.
It's the he's a jolly good fellow of decapitations.
That's funny, man. Can we see this cow thing? Now this asshole on Twitter peaked our interest.
Shit.
Jesus, Jimmy. That's good.
That's so fucking good. Shit. Oh, I'm not
Are you using that one on the stage yet?
No, but I
might
will.
have to write that one down.
There's a funny fucking line, right?
Not to tell you what to do, but I think some audiences would appreciate that one.
No, Sam, you're not watching?
Nope.
All right, the guy. Oh,
I'm not watching.
all right. This one's rough.
Wow, it's
This one's rough. It's the upper hind leg of the cow, and how big is that one? That thing is. How do you describe?
it's the size of a medicine ball.
Yeah, and the guy just stabbed it with a knife, and now it's pouring out.
Oh, God.
It's pouring out like a box of wine if you just fucking let it flow. Kind of looks like a box of wine. It kind of looks like what Judy used to drink.
I like a nice glass of cow pus.
It looks like a light Zinfandel. What do they call that? A pen? The fuck is the light Zinfandel called?
Oh.
With a blush?
A blush. Oh, a blush.
By the way, the guy poked him with the knife, about 40 seconds ago, and it's still flowing with no sign of slowing down. Oh, you can even hear it. You can even hear it.
Stop. That's pus pouring out?
Yes. You're not looking?
No.
You can even hear it.
It's not as gross, though.
Holy fuck, it's pouring out of him.
You gotta look, Sam. You gotta support other people's videos. We support yours.
Yeah, why aren't you supporting other people's
Come
videos?
on, look.
Clicked on it.
That's the key to YouTube. You got to support others.
It ain't that bad. It looks like strawberry milk.
The guy just, it's just.
I wish I could come like that.
Imagine if it got into the fucking milk thing and you got a carton of milk and poured it on your cereal, not knowing it was cow leg pus.
And it gets a little lumpy. The flow is not even slowing down.
Oh.
How long is the video?
It's like egg beaters coming out of his leg.
That cow is not happy to have his leg
It's been pouring
touched.
out for over 2 minutes. It's slowing down a little bit, but
It's
not
shrunk
much.
a lot. Poor cow.
Holy fuck. Can we put this on the Facebook page?
Because they're so dumb, they don't understand what's happening. The cow doesn't understand this is helping him or her.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah, but the cow is not bothered by it.
We tried to touch it, the cow lifted his leg, like, hey, what the hey?
And now it's like the end of your pee at this point, guys.
Yeah.
It's kind of slowing down.
I hate this stuff.
You really hate this stuff?
Hate it.
Why?
He's squeezing it.
It's just fluids.
Don't you think it's
I don't
fascinating?
like fluids. Fluid.
Yeah.
You don't think this is fascinating?
No, it's just disgusting.
Now he's squeezing it like he's trying to get the last of the wine
to
out.
the last drop.
And the cow
Out
is
of the
not
bag.
pleased. The cow is none too pleased with this activity.
Cows aren't happy with anything humans do to them.
How can they be?
Not
They just want
one
to stand there
thing.
at a bell and have their fucking tits milked. Ooch, ouch, ooch, ouch, ooch, ouch. The life of a cow. Ring-a-ding, ooch, ouch, ooch, ouch.
Wow. That was pretty impressive.
That's disgusting.
That was impressive.
God damn it. Ugh.
So the refs are coming back if you're just tuning in. Tonight. Who's playing tonight? I don't even know who's playing tonight. Does anyone know? Ravens and Browns. Ravens and Browns. Okay. And remember Belichick grabbing the ref at the end of that field goal?
Oh, yes.
End of the game, actually, but with that winning field goal that some say was absolutely a bit wide right, slightly wide right, I guess.
Fined
50 G's.
50
For a
large.
quick grab of the ref to try to talk to him. 50 G's that cost him.
It's a lot of moolah.
Sure is.
Damn.
Wasn't that the Helmsley thing? 50 G's.
50 G's. Yeah, he just gives away Sherman Helmsley's estate.
Right, that was
for touching a ref.
Right. Puts it in perspective.
Yeah.
And NFL players who trash replacement refs on Twitter reportedly will not be fined.
Oh, there you go.
So it looks like the NFL doing the right thing with that one. That's kind of cool.
Sure, they're not admitting they made a mistake or that they were bad.
Right.
Stupid assholes at football.
Exactly.
You know, we don't do birthdays often, but you know whose birthday it is today, E-Rock?
Oh, come on, guys.
It? For real?
Uh-oh.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio with 2 very bad knees.
What was this? I never heard this clip.
No. What's...
And a dream to become a Major League Baseball player.
Oh,
that's sweet.
Guy probably never made it, though.
No.
That's a shame.
I thank God the dream came true.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Reggie Jackson?
Sweet.
Fucking Mike Schmidt is 63 years old. My
63.
God, man. 63.
Wow.
Now, a few people tweeted me about another athlete crying, saying it's way better than Mike Schmidt.
No way.
You want to watch it cold? Because I swear I have not seen it.
As long as he doesn't have pus coming out of him, I'll watch.
Derrick Rose, who's rehabbing, he's one of the stars in the NBA they're at. And I think he was launching a new fucking shoe. And he was talking about the fans, and he got all choked up. And people are saying this video is really fucking good.
Eh. The hell.
They're showing his...
I'm all in. You know, it's I know it's emotional,
Pause.
but you just have to understand.
The video starts with him. He's not even looking. It's some kind of press conference for, I guess, his new shoe from Adidas.
Uh-huh.
And his head is completely down.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to look at anyone. He's really emotional because his new shoe drops, but this guy isn't playing anytime soon still.
Wait, why isn't he playing?
He had a fucking bad knee injury. I think it was a year of rehab he was looking at, I believe.
One bad knee. What the fuck? He doesn't even fucking...
So wait, Derrick Rose plays for who?
The Bulls. He's literally one of the best players in the fucking league.
Oh, he's a great player?
Yeah, he's right up there.
Is he coming back?
Eventually. I don't know where his rehab's at, but he had this horrendous injury, and they said it would take about a year of intense rehab to get back.
Okay.
So I think that means he's going to miss a lot of this year as well.
So his shoe's out. Okay.
Someone who knows more could maybe fill in the details, but that's the basics of this. So he's at the press conference for his new shoe, Adidas, and he can't even look at the fucking crowd, and he gets really emotional.
Inspiring millions of fans in your comeback, but the purpose of the return goes both ways because they're inspiring you. Whether it's communicating to you in Facebook or Twitter or millions and millions of hits on your videos, you know, inspiration goes both ways. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about the inspiration that you're getting from your fans.
Oh, boy.
This isn't going to work out well.
Oh, no.
Head's still down.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
He looks like Jesse Miskelly during the murder trial in Memphis.
He's looking up, wiping his eyes, looking back down. He still can't talk. He's trying to get it together. They hand him tissues. Wow, this is good.
He's just
Jesus
blubbering.
Christ.
He's blubbering.
Son of a bitch. Pissy-eyed.
It's truly a blessing, man. Well, with all this stuff that's going on in this city, a kid from Inglewood got something positive going on.
HIV.
Yeah. Who's the kid?
That makes
Bring him.
me feel so good, man. Well, this shoe is great. This is great, but I can't explain this.
Yeah.
I can't.
You don't have to tell us you can't explain it. I don't know what the fuck you're pissy-eyed about.
Went through so much. And to have, like, true fans, that means a lot to me. And I know it means a lot to my family. Because we ain't supposed to be here at all. What? But God made a way.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. This is truly unreal, man.
He's a great public speaker, though.
Just happy that I have true fans out there.
Well, you do, first of all, and this is one of the reasons why you do.
Wow.
All right. Who said it's better?
Yeah,
it's not better.
I mean, he's
it is a good moment,
very
though.
emotional, but it's not.
Yeah, no, I
It's not that bad. He held it together.
They're always like, I got a better clip.
It's always better, right?
Oh, and it's never better.
It's good to watch, though.
Yeah.
But you're right.
But I mean,
you're absolutely right. Mike Schmidt is by far the best one ever.
The best.
Some 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio, with 2 very bad knees, and a dream to become a Major League Baseball player. I thank God this dream came true.
Okay.
OMG.
John Montone.
Although the wrestling guy's a close second.
That is a great one.
That's a close second.
You know, it's still real to him.
Yeah. What's our top 5? You got the Mike Schmidt. You got the wrestling kid.
Oh God.
Who else is on the list?
I love that guy. I still love
You know what? We might have to knock Mike Schmidt out of the top.
That one
spot.
is so
I forgot
good.
about that one from Intervention.
And the video, his face when he does that is classic.
It is one of the greatest clips ever. That might be number one.
That is a fucking great one.
That's a doozy.
Dice, you put yourself out there is pretty good.
You put yourself out there.
On Arsenio.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, top 5 crying clips. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say definitely those two.
Best cry ever. Mike Schmidt, wrestling dude.
Still real to me.
And then we got 2 spots, possibly Dice in there, yeah.
This one wasn't on video, but Eton Pates.
Oh, Jesus. That is just an evil soul.
I don't mind that he's evil. I mind the fact that he can't find a molestation after 1979.
Did you see what they're fucking serving in the Middle East? Could someone grab this?
Contractor head?
They're fucking up the pizza over there in the Middle East, and they're not bringing it to the Pizza Huts over here yet.
Oh, no.
They got like crown crust with... Oh, wait, we can maybe just play this.
Go around the crust, filled, you heard it there, with cream cheese and honey-basted chicken. Not the first time the chain is getting innovative with its crust. This one is much worse, actually. This is the Golden Crown Cheeseburger Pizza at Pizza Hut. Pizza-sized slab of dough with mini cheeseburgers baked into the crust. Yes, the burgers create a crown, you see, encircling a bed of toppings and special sauce.
Are they required to post a calorie count?
Not yet. Mayor Bloomberg hasn't made it there yet.
Well, Iraq on Travelocity.
One would think so.
I like the honey.
Did you get a trip to the ER?
And for dessert, and for dessert, wait, there's more. Dessert, breadsticks called Kit Kat Pops, a mini version of the chocolate wafer candy, nestled inside a breadstick and topped with cinnamon sugar. See, that's not so
right. It's what's for breakfast. It's what's for breakfast.
They don't care.
I was telling Travis, like, I could maybe have a couple bites of that shit. I couldn't eat a whole meal like that.
No.
I'd like to try
No
it, of course.
Fucking way.
You see the pizza? It comes with probably, I'm trying to figure out, probably 10 to 12 cheeseburgers as your crust.
Yeah. There's no need for that.
There's no need for that.
Cheeseburgers as the crust of a pizza. That's fucking crazy.
It's amazing.
Jesus, man.
We should have invented that. That should be in America first, nowhere else.
Ooh, you're right.
Did you see the, did we talk about the mashed potato machine?
I think when it first came, it looks like the pus that was coming out of the fucking cows.
Yeah.
Thank you. Nice drinks.
That looks delicious. Or it dispenses mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
And the pizza making machine. We looked at both of those.
We did.
It makes it for you instantly.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I guess we could eat then, right? We got a lot of guests.
Swell. Yeah, maybe we could talk about the University of California Occupy protesters getting $1 million because of that pepper spraying video.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
$1
Unbelievable.
million. We'll talk about that next.
Fucking the Lotto States of America.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the fecal transplant story?
Sure.
It's a big story.
It is, yeah.
Fecal. Have you heard about this one?
Fecal.
Yeah, fecal transplant. My hair plugs weren't taking, so they did a fecal transplant. And which when they opened up my head, they filled it with cow feces.
We might have to have Dr. Steve on standby for that story. And then we got to talk about this fucking plane and the landing gear. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a clip that's making the rounds.
We got Matt Paxton from Hoarders
Hoarders,
today.
yeah.
He was great last time. He was
Yes, he's a great guy.
Good guy.
New season of Hoarders, I guess, has begun. I'm a little behind on that show. And then I don't know how to say his name.
Iliza Shlesinger.
No, I know that one.
Yes.
And then
a funny comic, obviously.
Dinesh
female
D'Souza.
And Dinesh D'Souza, that's how you say it, at 8 o'clock. He's the one that made the film on Obama.
2016.
That propaganda film.
Well, some people call it that. I think, me and Jimmy were talking before. There's a lot. He does speculate in it, but I don't see how a lot of his speculation could be off base. I mean, he speculated about a lot of things. And then there's some cold, hard facts in there, too.
Sure.
I saw the movie. I liked it. You know.
I'm blocking my first guy on Twitter ever.
Oh.
I finally have to start blocking people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, finally. This is my first one. The
Oh,
guy
wow.
actually writes, "Enough of the Mike Schmidt already.
Oh, okay.
Go listen to something else, you dumbbell."
From 18 years ago, I left Dayton, Ohio, with 2 very bad knees, and a dream to become a Major League Baseball player. I thank God that the dream came true.
Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
There's a lot to get to before all our guests start showing up.
Start pouring in.
Start pouring in.
Yes. I saw a couple episodes of Walking Dead.
Oh, nice.
From the new season.
And how'd you see that?
I'm good like that.
What the fuck is that shit?
Yes.
You were too busy getting a picture with Carol Burnett.
Yes, exactly.
You weren't paying attention.
You got to know somebody named Rolando.
Well, hey, Roland, what did we can I see it too?
Roland.
Yeah. No spoilers, but there's zombies. Yeah.
There's zombies in
this
show?
It's amazing. Zombies.
Nice.
And they shoot them in the head. Yeah, they shoot zombies in the head. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Good start.
Yeah, pretty good. A couple of those surprises where you're like, oh, man, whoa, no way. They fucking didn't do that.
I'm waiting for my Breaking Bad DVDs.
Oh, yeah.
I've decided to watch this show that everyone's talking about.
Breaking Bad, it's good. Yeah, you got to have a little festival at your house. Watch them all.
A little marathon?
Yeah, marathon.
I like that.
A marathon. And then, you'll be all caught up for when the next season starts in 5 years, I think, is when it's coming back to
Oh, is it that long?
No, I have no idea how long. But
that was the beauty of The Wire, man. I didn't need to have to wait for any of it.
Isn't that great?
I went from season to season, man.
When you miss an entire series of something and discover it later on, you're just like, I'd do it on my time.
I remember laughing to myself because I would see the season finale of, let's say, season 1, and then I just popped in the next,
meant nothing.
The next season, and I thought to myself at the time, like, people had to wait a year for what I just did.
And they were so like, oh my God, what just happened? To me, it's just another episode.
Right.
Pop in the next one.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
I watched a couple episodes of a couple seasons of True Blood, and it's good. I mean, it's not my favorite show, but it's decent. There's some interesting points to it. But a couple of the season endings, I'm like, wow. That was a pretty good ending. Like, they have some great moments on the show, and I'm like, wow, people have to wait a year to see what happened here.
No, it's not.
Fuck.
That's ridiculous. All right, so we got 3 choices here.
Oh.
We got the sideways landing gear story.
Another one of those.
We got the fecal transplants, or the mystery box.
Mystery box.
Which is
that's called a blind date.
Which is another video that I dare say was a bit hot in the untraditional way.
No pus, right?
No.
Tired of the pus.
No. Your choice.
Well,
although the mystery box thing, it might take a little time to find the video.
Yeah?
I
Because Sam
didn't realize
Roberts
we were
is-
going to talk about this today.
I bet if you mentioned Sam's video to him, he'd have that up there in 2 seconds.
Yeah, sure he would.
Not like,
Shit, he would.
Not like trying to fucking find a video of anything else. Oh, there it is. See how
Wow,
it's
just like that.
Yeah, look at him.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, the video's slowing down.
Uh-oh.
No more views.
Look at the
in last
dislikes
15
growing.
There's a video of a nurse doing a little something.
Oh, Oh, no.
Did you see this video yet?
Is it an enema?
It's not on YouTube, sir. I'm sorry. It's not on YouTube.
That could not possibly be hot.
Huh? This video, it was sort of a turn on in a weird fucking way, man.
None of that stuff does anything for me.
Could someone retweet that shit to me? Someone out there knows what I'm talking about.
I find it weird and like bizarre to watch, but like with anything else.
You want me to explain the video?
But it's
to keep the people.
All right, what is it?
It looks like it's surveillance cam.
Oh, of course. Okay.
You see a nurse, but you don't see her head.
Headless nurse.
And there's a guy severely disabled in a wheelchair, and she is jerking him off.
Oh, she's milking him. Is that what it is?
I'm not gonna lie to you, in a really weird way. I was like,
oh no!
I went,
How is that it?
Yes. Look at this.
Oh my God, he's fucking freaking out.
He's one of those guys that has like a hockey helmet on.
Dude, he's got a stick on it so he can communicate.
Right. Unless this is all bullshit. He's got restraints on.
I don't know. He's doing a pretty good acting job.
And there's her face is not in it.
And her face is not in it, and she's
probably tired of his fucking hijinks and shenanigans.
She's got gloves on, and she's just working it.
She's got a towel there, all ready to go.
He's a big pud.
He's got a big pud.
His pud.
That's where all the blood goes, since it's not bothering his legs.
We found this video on Hand Job Hub, by the way.
Hand Job Hub?
Hand Job Hub.
Who knew there was a hand job
The hand
hub?
job is making a huge comeback. Anthony.
Oh, it really is. Is there a money shot for the poor fella?
I'll be honest. I didn't go to the end.
Oh.
Then I was like, okay.
She's playing around with his nutsack there.
You think?
Oh,
yeah, I don't think you could act
around.
like
He's
that guy.
Confused.
I don't think you could act like that. How that guy's moving.
He doesn't know what's going on. He's so confused. Where's she going for? She's
a little
more
lube.
Lotion.
She went for the lube.
A little more lotion.
And now she's really working it.
Very vigorous tug job happening here. As
Jimmy, turn on in a way or not really?
Oh, nah, I mean the hand job, yeah, but the guy just sitting there in a fucking chair.
He was probably like yapping the whole time.
Oh, it looks Asian. That might be real, actually. It looks Asian.
Probably yapping the whole time, just annoying everybody. And she's like, jack him off. He goes to sleep.
Someone wrote that it's a nurse. Maybe it's not a nurse. Maybe, somebody said, you know what, fuck this. We got to take care of our pal.
Our pal.
You know?
Yeah, she's got the surgical gloves on. That always makes for a nice romantic evening.
She's all in, though.
Did she? Oh, is that it?
I don't know. Is that it, Sam?
I think she's cleaning up.
All right.
Hey, Happy New Year there, fella.
There you go. She's wrapping it up.
Go.
She's wrapping it up all nice.
Hand Job Hub. What
else is on Hand Job Hub?
What happened to the intratubes over the years?
What? They're just specializing
when Jenny
now.
Cam was real. Oh, wow.
Jesus.
That guy was pretty well endowed.
You mean we could actually talk to that girl right now that's talking?
Oh, yeah. When you're just looking at a website and out of nowhere, you're just looking at videos or pictures or something, and then out of nowhere you hear, "You want me to give it to you?"
Oh, it's the worst.
You got to look through 18 fucking browsers. And
they're smart, though, because they open it up smaller behind your window.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, my God.
Cumbus Lily.
Wow, this
in
guy.
the upper right-hand corner.
Holy
Where's
shit.
Cumbus Lily? Hi, Lily.
Don't you think that's impossible?
That's fake. That's fake.
How do they fake that?
Oh, that one might be real. Because there's some of them where you can see where they never show the dick touching the body, so the cocks are fake. Some of them. This guy's real, but...
Wow.
And then what? They have like a pump dispenser to make it look like way more than a guy could do?
Yeah, this might be real. Or it might be from the side.
That's ridiculous.
Is it from the side? Yeah.
Yeah, probably fake.
All right.
Yeah, it's fake.
Anyway.
I've seen some big fucking loads. Like I may or may not have shot one yesterday that hit myself in the head.
Oh shit.
That's pretty impressive.
Top of my head and
your age,
behind
that's
me
impressive.
He was doing a headstand though at the time.
Yeah.
Blorka. Dripping down like a Chinese water torture. Oh.
What? All right, so we got this plane coming in at JFK. Holy shit.
Yeah, what happened
They're
here?
calling it the hand of God. You want the news story?
Hand of God.
The hand of God, the one that didn't fix it before it took off?
Yeah, really. Thanks.
Talk about a scare in the air. Hundreds of passengers aboard a jumbo jet from Rio de Janeiro endure a frightening landing at Kennedy Airport. It's a story we first broke on 7 Online. Only Newscapter 7 was able to catch the landing of Flight 8078. The jet's nose gear got stuck sideways, but it straightened out as the plane touched down. We also obtained exclusive video of the precarious landing from the ground. Federal investigators now trying to figure out what caused the landing gear to malfunction. Nobody was hurt.
Oh.
Yes, and just a tire was crooked or some shit.
And then it straightened out when they landed, so it wasn't even like that guy that, that one of these landed once before with the sideways nose gear.
Was that the JetBlue flight?
Yeah, and it just like ground it down to nothing.
Or was that? Yeah, okay.
This guy had nothing, no problem.
You lived through those, I mean.
I don't know, man. That's crazy.
It's scary and it's probably really loud, but...
Ain't like the fuselage coming apart at 35,000.
They had their doubts. The Airbus circling twice as the tower continued to check the
Never
nose
want to
gear.
circle twice.
This exchange
That's when
with
you
the
know,
pilots.
fuck, something's up.
Can you confirm for 078 if the nose landing gear...
Oh, no, that's the pilot?
8078 Heavy, it does not appear to be normal.
Thank you very much. 078 Heavy.
Abroad.
It appears cocked at 90 degrees.
The Airbus was diverted to JFK's longest runway, 31 left, which is more than 14,000 feet long. Emergency crews stood by on the ground. This is exclusive video as the plane landed safely. You can see the first responders approaching.
8078 Heavy, it appears as you were landing, the nose gear did straighten out, and you can stop whenever you like.
Obviously, it's straightened out if they're not going...
It worked out.
You are going to have quite a story to tell later on.
No, you won't.
This was the first flight for Anna Maria Falco's 1-year-old son.
Hey.
She was so worried it might be his last.
I was calm, you know. My husband and my mother was
It's a non-story. It's a non-story.
And then the news has to find the worst-case scenario. Oh, a kid who never even got to live his life.
Yeah. What happened? You're going to have a great story.
Right.
Hey, everybody at the party, turn the music off. What happened? We're on a plane, right?
Turn the music off.
All right, hold on. He's on a plane. What happened? We're coming in, and we circled twice.
Wow.
And then we landed.
Holy shit,
but
really?
Once we landed,
they
said that the landing gear was crooked, but then straightened out.
So what did you feel on the plane when it landed?
Normal landing. But afterwards, in the terminals, when it got scary, because we had circled twice.
Oh, right. You had said that already.
They told me that what could have happened was it could have been like, but no, it wasn't like that.
Oh, it didn't.
It straightened out.
Oh, wow. So nothing.
No, but we 2 circles around the airport, not one. Boom. Second time around, we're all going, all right, what the fuck?
Sounds harrowing.
And we come in, and we're like, all right, cool. Lands fine. But they told us later what could have happened.
Yeah, what could have, but didn't.
Yeah. Fucking horrible news.
Can we see how she ends this story, the dumb reporter from Channel 7? She's been around forever.
Well, they have exclusive video.
Exclusive.
It's important to say that they have exclusive.
You won't see anywhere else.
Yeah, because it's a non-story.
I want to see how she wraps this up.
Yes.
Very curious about this.
We want to take a taxi to go to Brazil because
no one cares.
We don't want to take a plane again. You can kind of imagine that feeling today. By the way, federal investigators are now on the scene trying to determine what went wrong.
I thought they would just say,
Live
forget
from
it.
Kennedy Airport, Sarah Wallace, Channel 7.
It is Sarah.
Sarah, total non-story. A waste of everybody's time.
You never know where her eyes are looking.
Yeah. Sarah's a fool.
Sarah is a fool.
I bet none of the other stations covered it.
No?
Just because they didn't have the exclusive video, like Channel 7.
We're not showing this video.
Wow.
Did you hear? I think it's Channel 11 here in New York. They're part of that whole cable thing where their channel's not being shown or something.
Oh, really?
And no one cares. And they're writing stories and blogging about, is local news dead?
No, it's been dead.
Because there's no, like, outrage that, I think it's Channel 11.
It is.
It is?
Yeah, it's on Cablevision.
And
I didn't even realize.
And they were
expecting,
they were going to do this thing, and they expected, like, all right, everyone will be outraged, and it'll help
clamor,
their cause.
Yeah.
And it turns out no one noticed that they went away.
Who watches local fucking news anymore? I mean, when was the last time you actually sat down and watched local news?
I watch every day.
No way.
Not to be informed.
Oh, yeah, to be goof on it?
It's entertaining as all hell because it's so stupid.
Local news
where the
is
weather guy
useless.
spends 5 minutes telling you something you could find on an app in 5 seconds. They tease sports scores where you're like, if you're a fan of the sport or the team, you already know who won.
You already know.
And they just can't figure out another way to do this still. It amazes me.
It is a huge waste of time and energy. And local news.
And now you can peek in. I think it's Channel 7. It's in our neighborhood. They do the glass fucking windows so you can look in.
Oh, right.
And every once in a while, if I'm walking around the neighborhood, right around 5 or 6, I'll take a peek. The whole time, all they do is fucking work on their makeup, their hair, and everything else. They're not even like looking at the stories.
It scrolls right in front of them. They don't care.
No, but they're just working on their makeup constantly. They got mirrors. As soon as they go to break, they all pick up their mirrors.
Most important part.
That's the most important part, right?
Local news.
Oh, I watch every day, just a little bit.
We keep you connected with your area.
Yeah, shut up.
No, you really don't.
Not anymore.
It's useless.
Even the older folk, I don't think, are getting their news from.
They got to be the only ones even.
You got to be
barely
really
watching
at this point, right?
Oh my God!
It's really hip to have a smartphone in the older
The
generations.
jitterbug.
Yeah.
I have my jitterbug with the large numbers, so I don't misdial. And it's a flip phone. A flip phone with buttons. That's giant 911 button.
I think what a genius move that Life Alert was the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Like
Why? We don't need them around.
But I mean, I'm not saying it's not. It's called the burden extender. Right. But what a brilliant thing. Just press a button and the ambulance shows up.
I pressed my Life Alert button that my son David got me, and help was on the way.
And the garage door opened. David has a big inheritance coming, so he didn't want me futzing it up. He says, "Mother, just lay there. They'll be by for you shortly." And the garage door went up.
The channels are changing on the television.
Why is it genius?
Because it's just a one-button thing. Like, no matter where you are in the house, you don't have to get to the phone. So if you fall or whatever, you just hit the button and they show up. It's just a pretty brilliant...
I've fallen. I can't get up. I can't get up.
That was a famous commercial.
Can I tell you, comedians... Can we find that commercial? One of them.
God,
hey, wait,
original,
comedians went ballistic on that.
Really, we could go back to this. What's the John Liu clip? This is the asshole that got JV and Elvis fired, and then turns out this guy's pretty fucking dirty.
Real.
This guy's fucking dirty, man. There's some shit going on with this guy.
He's talking about the cable vision blackout.
Oh, he is? Yeah. All right. Because there's been some things, and some stories written about him and his staff, this John Liu. I haven't forgotten.
John Liu.
Getting radio guys fired for doing Asian accents. Really? When one of the guys was married to an Asian. That makes sense. Now, what are we doing? The life cult thing.
I just remember these commercials. I forget what year it was. In '89. Okay.
I was going to guess. Okay, yeah, that's about
Spend time alone.
I may have died if I hadn't been wearing it.
Well,
I'm alive today because
no, you're not anymore.
It saved my life.
Too.
If you spend time alone and worry about how you get help if you fell, had a medical emergency or accident, protect yourself the way these people do. With Life Call, the 24-hour emergency response service. Simply by pressing this button, you can instantly summon an ambulance, your doctor, your family, even your next-door neighbor, all without picking up the phone. Just press this button, speak into the air.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Sending help immediately.
But that's not the original one.
No, the original was right down the steps.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Please find the one of the old lady falling down the steps.
Original fallen, but can't get up.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll do it.
Ah.
Yeah. They've had others, imitators, but never the greatest. I've fallen, and I can't.
In home accidents last year, over 3 million people
Please pause. What a great fall. Oh, she takes a fucking spill.
This old gray-haired biddy.
You think they sacrificed one broad to make the commercial? Because that doesn't look like a stuntman.
I know.
Stuntman.
It really looks like someone might have pushed her.
You know what? They told her it was a carpeting commercial, and then she has to walk down the steps, and then the fucking AD just shoved her.
You can't tell that's a stuntman, and it's just a dumb commercial.
No, there's probably
fucking people were disabled. 100,000.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Wow, you really can't tell.
There's twine in the fucking thing. They just tripped her.
You old hag.
Go slow. I'm going to see if you can tell if this is a stuntman.
Well, they do a jump cut, I think.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely the jump cut to the stuntman, but
there.
There it is.
Let's
Let's see. It's got a mustache, I think.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty impressive fall down the stairs.
And then they cut to her just rolling to the bottom of the stairs.
All right, and then the famous line, I think.
Thousands either suffered permanent disabilities or died. There is no second chance when help arrives too late.
Oh my God!
If you suffer a bad fall or other emergency, prompt help can be as close as a tiny radio transmitter you wear around
There's a lady
your
laying
neck
next
or
to
on
the
your
toilet
belt.
grabbing her hip.
When you're alone and can't get to the phone, it takes just up to this button, seconds, to alert the Life Call 24-hour monitoring center. Help is
I don't think this one's
promptly
it
on the
either.
way.
Fuck.
There is
I keep
no
looking,
second
but that's a good
chance
one.
when help arrives
Hey,
too late.
That's a great
The
one.
Life Call medical.
You want to hear?
The doctor put the stethoscope to her back, and then she's laying on the floor, and then he just takes the stethoscope off and shakes his head. It's Dr. Steve. He does that every day. Dr. Steve's stethoscope should just be filled with wax. Just candle wax. He doesn't need it.
It's made of candy. He eats it when he's hungry.
He doesn't hear much.
No.
Jimmy says it was a great thing. Well, we got the other side of the argument. Here's a paramedic. He says it's a pain in the ass.
Oh.
Chris in Kansas, what do you got?
Yes, I'm telling you, those little old ladies do not need those things. There's nothing worse than being paged out at 3:30 in the morning because Grandma fell on her shitter.
Oh.
It just, you show up and they're like, oh, how's it going? And you have to drag them up. You don't get paid for it. We don't get paid for the call, but we still have to show up. They're a pain in the ass, and I wish they would go away.
Wow.
Well, I'm only talking about from the old. Yeah, I guess that would be annoying.
But you're in a good bargaining situation. I would be the guy going, all right, how much you got?
Yeah, what do you
she's
got?
laying there. I'm like, how much you got?
Oh, please help
How much you got? Not looking for much, just looking for some pocket money. What do you got? What do you got laying around for me to lift you up off the floor?
Exactly. It's a pain in the ass. But you know what? Whatever, man. Punch it out.
Oh, boy.
All right.
But whatever, man.
Terrific call.
I was at the bank the other day, and this fucking old guy was just
talking
yapping.
because he has no one to talk to.
Yapping.
I got shit to do. Move out of my way.
I'm waiting online, and he's there, and he's saying stuff like, "I'll take it in through 2 50s and then 20s," and she's like, "Oh, we don't have 50s." Like, oh, well, you know why? Because I get gas over at the mobile station here on the corner, and what I usually do is I pay for it in cash, and I'm just sitting there, like, staring.
You feel bad, but you're like, come on, man.
And then he actually tried to get another conversation started, and she was having none of it.
No.
He's like, so, busy here at Bank of America, is it? And she's just like, here's your money, and fucking leave.
I feel bad, but I also feel bad when I grab them by the back of their shirt and I get a little skin and I say, shuffle off, motherfucker, and I throw them aside as the society has done.
Wow. Yeah.
I grab the back of their shirt violently.
Well, you should.
Yeah. Shuffle off, motherfucker.
Terrible.
You know, I was at Home Depot getting smoke alarms, updating some smoke alarms. Same shit, where I finally found someone. It's hard to find those people in the fucking the orange, right?
Eat that.
And the guy is having this conversation, the same shit, and there was two things going on. First of all, he was taking up 2 employees' time.
Yeah.
And you could tell the employees didn't give a fuck, but they had to be polite. And same thing like you're saying, he was trying to just keep the conversation going. It's like, why? I understand if no one's around, but if you see people hovering because they have questions, it's time to fucking wrap up your conversation and move on.
Unbelievable. They have no concept.
Is that selfishness or they don't
lonely.
know?
They're lonely.
This guy wasn't that old.
No, maybe it was just
a different case scenario. But it's like, are you so unaware that there are other people around that really need to talk to these people? That, they have a job to do as well? Or is it they don't give a fuck? What is it?
They just they don't think of anyone else.
Look, I try to just be aware when I'm out there. I'll have a conversation with someone, but then when you realize something, okay. You move on, right?
Yeah.
Old people are annoying sometimes, but then it's like, that just stinks. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say anymore.
Yeah.
But then again,
it's lonely, man.
You are obsolete.
Then again, at the end of my dad's life, he really looked forward to going to the post office. And I know it was kind of a social thing for him. Go there,
chit chat,
see the guys,
Oh, my God.
I guess that just is what happens to your life eventually. I don't think any of us escape it.
I guess,
if you're lucky enough to, have a long life.
Who are the old people that, don't fall into that? Is it
not many?
Rich old people.
Not many.
Think?
Yeah, because their families talk to them and say they want the money.
Yeah.
Not many, I don't think.
Oh, man. If you're just at the grocery store and they're talking to the fucking checkout person.
Yeah.
So, I was going to get the Wonder Bread because I've gotten that one for years, and I saw this other bread is on sale, and I tried it. It was just fucking just pull a gun out and blast him in the face.
I think if you live long enough, life just becomes really sad. I don't know how you keep it going after a while. We've all talked to old people. They just want to talk about where the cheapest gas is in the neighborhood, and they like to talk about food.
Oh, no, and medical problems. We've learned
medical
that,
problems,
They
of course,
love that at the diner.
That's pretty much the three right there.
Hate
pretty
that.
much.
You know how you can
They're
stop
talking
it?
about kidneys.
You know how you can stop it if an old person's talking to you too much? I found this sort of thing. If the guy's talking to me, I'll stand in front of him and I go, hi-ya! And I throw a punch in his chest. Just right in the middle of the sternum.
Does that stop him?
Every time.
Hi-ya.
100% of the time. Hi-ya! Throw a punch right in his fucking chest.
Shit.
This guy's grandma, what the hell? Let him tell the story. Cameron in Texas, what's up?
Hey. How's it going, guys?
Right. Hey.
Hey, so my grandmother has life alert, and she's fallen twice within the last year. The first time she fell at like 3 a.m. She got up to go take a piss. Luckily, she took a piss. She went up, got back up to go back to her bed. She fell. She didn't have her life alert with her. Well, her alarm goes off at like 7 a.m., and it wasn't shut off for like 30 minutes. It just kept going off. And luckily, her neighbor could hear it through the wall.
Oh, you must think if you're the neighbor, it's over.
And she's laying on the freaking ground for like 4 hours after she fell.
But you know what? I could sleep anywhere. If I fall when I get older and it's not a heart thing or something, just like whatever bad hit,
fall.
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna take a little snooze. Someone will find me.
I'm just gonna nap right here.
I would.
I'm sleepy anywho.
Right.
Yeah. All right, thank you, sir.
That was terrific. Another amazing phone call.
Another just amazing, stellar call.
Amazing, really.
Right there. Is this the one? I want to hear that dumb old biddy.
We found
Let me see it, Sam. Stop hanging out.
1990. So she was.
I was all alone when I slipped and fell, hitting my head against the door. I was bleeding badly. I couldn't move. I couldn't even reach the phone. The only help I had was this life call pendant I wear around my neck. I pressed the button. I've fallen and I can't get up.
We're sending help immediately. That's not it either.
Oh, boy, where's the original?
I want the original.
The falls are the best. They're violent old people falls.
Yes, in their dumb old person house.
But what a great fucking scenario. She falls on the linoleum and cracks her head on the door.
Yeah, but in the commercial, there's no blood. She said she was bleeding a lot. Where's the blood in the reenactment?
I injured myself and couldn't get up.
Oh, she's in the tub. Oh, how great is that?
She fell in the tub.
I would love to write some of these. I'd have them falling in rock quarries, on train tracks.
I just pressed this remote control, which contacted Life Alert, my 24-hour emergency response service.
Douche.
Listen to these Life Alert customers.
You just wear this little pendant.
Hazel Irwin.
And
she's got to be dead now.
Hope so.
All I need to do is push a button.
Steri Moon.
Help at all.
It's a two-way communication system.
If I didn't have Life Alert, to have been able to get the help I needed as soon as I got it, I wouldn't be alive today.
Imagine being able to...
He looks like one of those guys that bombed the black churches in the 60s.
That's ain't it either, Sam.
Right away. For free details
think she's overacting?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
She's got a shawl over her shoulders and the fire's going in the background.
47 alert. Nope.
She was hoping to do some movies with Clark Gable, and now she's playing the old Betty in the Life Alert commercials.
Complete classic version of I've Fallen and Can't Get Up. All right, let's see.
I think this is the same one, yeah.
Is it? It's not the classic version, then those motherfuckers.
That might be it, Ann. I remember that one when she's reaching for the phone.
She goes like, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah, she delivered it.
She says it like really.
Yeah, I think that's right. Well, as Sam continued...
When I became deathly ill, I was able to summon an ambulance.
An ambulance?
This might be it.
My family and my doctor without picking up a
Great.
telephone. I used this remote control
I don't think that's
to
her.
contact life
Another
call.
overacting
My
old Hollywood
24-hour
broad.
emergency
My 24-hour...
Watch. You just press this button and speak into the air and...
I'm having chest.
Oh, yeah. This is it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Family, Mr. Miller.
I remember it.
Fallen, and I can't get up.
That's it. That's it. Yay, we found it.
She's under her walker.
Yeah. What the fuck were you doing?
to get complete free information by mail.
Trying to do the Watusi.
I was just thinking that. The
Really?
Watusi,
The
yes.
Watusi?
Yes.
Oh, Jimmy.
I swear to God, what a weird...
That is a weird thing to think of.
All right, go back. I want to see the old lady who
I was going
fell...
to say jig, but people might get the wrong impression.
I want to see the old lady who was doing the Charleston.
The Charleston with her walker.
Calling paramedics and your family, Mr. Miller.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Pause it. I want to see where this cunt is.
Yeah, what is that? Where is she?
Looks like the bathroom.
No.
Yeah, it looks like her head's against the tub. You're right. Her head's propped up against the
yeah.
tub in a giant bathroom. She's splayed out, and the walker's right next to her.
How'd she teeter over with a walker?
I'll tell you what happened. She was fucking dropping a deuce, and it was probably a 2-foot log, and she stood up because she didn't want to break it.
Right, nice pruny dump.
No, well, she knows that if the log breaks off halfway, she'll never be able to wipe it out. So she has to fucking stand up and lean on the walker to get the log out, and she fell forward.
So she's still got a log poking out of her ass?
No, what they don't show you is right beyond this in the bathroom, there's a log coming out of the toilet. It looks like a python snaking out of the toilet. But she knows it's a 2-roll wipe if she fucking breaks it off wrong. She has to have it tape her nicely.
Oh, my God.
Like trying to wear down a crayon. God, I hate those. Just keep wearing down that crayon with the toilet paper. I'll get to the end of this eventually.
And it never ends.
Oh, it never ends. You got to think they found one of these broads with a dildo up their ass. There's got to be one story of an old broad doing something.
My life called pendant.
Yeah.
What an attractive big fucking cigarette pack thing of plastic that your Grammy had to wear around her neck.
Wasn't it awful they couldn't find a small, it's just a giant beige thing.
Yeah.
With a big fucking red button on it.
Just says burden on it.
Yeah. Just says rob me, rape me.
Rape me.
Ah, shit.
Rape me.
I'm having chest pains. I love that guy, too.
I'm having chest pains.
He's shouting at the machine.
Yeah.
Can I see that one again, too? I want to see where he is in the house.
That was the classic commercial.
I think he's sawing wood. Doing making a birdhouse.
Is he?
Something useless.
Let's see.
Response service. Watch. You just press this button and speak into the
Oh, wait,
air.
pause right there. Yeah, oh, good.
Yeah.
He's sawing
He's
something.
got his miter box and his level out.
Yeah, he's got a saw, and he's at the table sawing wood.
Oh, yeah. It's clamped to the table. He's making something stupid that he's going to tell his family about.
Yeah.
And I'm going to varnish it next week. Cares.
Or he's making a big cross. And those goddamn jigaboos moved in next door, but they won't last long in this neighborhood.
Yeah,
Hey, wait a minute.
It's what they don't explain.
Yeah. Having chest pains. Really bad, man. Or he's building a cage to put children in and film them naked. They run around. When you're in a cage, it's so much easier to get the genital shots. And by saving his life, they've actually ruined the lives of many children.
So many.
Push
Little
play.
kids need a life call.
Speak into the air and...
I'm having chest pain.
Maybe you shouldn't be yelling.
No kidding. Calm down, Grandpa.
Might as well play it through.
Medics and your family, Mr. Miller.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Oh, she's
We're
the
sending
best.
help immediately, Mrs. Fletcher.
See?
Mrs. Fletcher.
Protect yourself with Life Call, and you're never alone.
Yeah.
To get complete
Yes, you are.
free information
You're always
by
alone. That's why you
Always.
have that stupid.
The machine is taking the place of your children.
Call toll-free now.
What a big 1989 machine that is.
Yes.
So call to get free details by mail right away.
By mail, no email.
By mail.
Man, oh my God.
Call now.
Doesn't this seem ancient?
It really does.
By mail?
Let's go to Marcos in Yonkers. He's got a story.
Marcos.
Good evening.
Marcos, where the fuck you been?
Hey, just been hibernating, boys. Still listening to you guys, but I haven't called in a while. I have this story about 10 years ago. I used to be an EMT, right? And this old lady in Yonkers, she had fell in her apartment, broke her hip, and she had no family with her. She was on the floor for about 5 days. And the reason why they called 911 was the feces smell that was coming out the apartment because she shit and pissed all over her floors.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's one situation where the life alert would have came in handy.
Why wouldn't you just burn down her house?
Yeah.
Dude, it was horrible. When we walked in, everyone, like the firefighters and the officers, were standing in the hallway. We're wondering, well, why are they outside? We walk in, all you see is chocolate pudding all over the floor.
Oh, was she naked when she fell down?
No, she had like a pajama on.
Was she dead?
Gowns.
Was she dead after 5 days?
No. She had a broken hip, and she was really dehydrated.
Oh, poor old lady with her dumb hip.
Yeah, I feel bad.
I hope you took her face and mushed it in the shit. Teach her never to do that again.
Like a dog. Dogs learn that way, right?
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, boys.
Just push her face and it's bad. Her hip's all sore.
How ironic if the old broad fell down and cracked her life alert underneath her pelvis. That's also crumbling like fucking stale pretzels.
A lot of paramedics calling in saying...
Old rolled gold pelvis.
Hey, matzah cunt, what can I do for you?
A lot of paramedics saying this is a pain in the ass, this life alert.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, man.
Meaning it saved a lot of lives. A lot of lives, because a lot of those people would have been dead.
Yeah.
While their sons and daughters are on their Caribbean vacation.
Oh, imagine how angry you'd be at that life alert if you're just counting your inheritance and then somebody has to go and get her. Yeah. She pressed her button.
Or you're just about to get blown. There's a mouth about to hit your cock and you hear beep, beep. Oh, fuck. Won't she fall again?
I'd be there with a little screwdriver putting some C4 inside the thing. Push it, blow her head off.
Yeah.
Dumb old heads on the ceiling.
Yeah. Or I would just attach electrical things to her genitals. So when she pushed it, it shocked her clitoris. She never pushed it again.
That old thing going, what? Hello? I've been in stasis for years.
Matt says that they're called lift jobs.
What?
That's how they communicate with each other. Ah, fuck, got another lift job.
Oh, wow. Because you just got to go in there and what, lift them up?
Lift them right back up on their feet.
Lift them up.
Yep. I think this happened to my mom, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
She fallen and couldn't get up?
No. In her backyard, I think.
Oh, boy. No life alert, huh?
I think she had it, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I make fun, but
and it worked?
Probably helped her out.
Oh, man.
We make fun of shit that affect us personally.
Oh, of course we do. Every day.
I think then she fell in the bathroom once, too, where she's staying now.
Oh, man.
That's where they got people.
Oh, boy.
They got people.
Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus.
Wonder if she found the blue comb.
Oh, there.
I want to make a T-shirt that's just a blue comb.
That should be your
That's
logo.
it. Just a blue fucking comb. Who would wear that, you think? Anyone?
If you put Opie Radio with a blue comb as the underline, it'd be the funniest shit ever.
No explanation?
No.
Okay.
You know what you
don't
need,
want to
though?
over-explain that shit.
How about then Sam wears it for his next
God damn it, Sam.
multi-million
Now we're
viewer
talking.
viral video?
Yeah.
How about you chip in with that?
What's that?
Now we're talking.
King of the internet.
Slow down. I made a basketball video that's going to do well.
Wow, by whose standards?
That was actually a cool video.
I know, but then you search YouTube and you realize there's 1,000 fucking basketball trick shots. I'm like, well, I guess this is another one that's not going to fucking take off. I went to my gym yesterday and I was on the treadmill and this guy's in the gym, the actual, gym part of the gym. Does that make sense? How is there a gym in a gym? Isn't the whole thing a gym?
Well, it's a basketball
Fucking
court.
gym in
A
a
basketball
gym.
court. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm on a treadmill and everyone, all these treadmills face the basketball courts. There's one guy in there. And from full court, he just throws the ball over his shoulder. He's not looking at the hoop, and it swishes. And I'm looking around. Like, people just don't notice shit, is what I have discovered over the years. Not one reaction, and I'm on my treadmill going, holy fuck. So I go in there, I go, hey, could you do that again? I would love to get that on video.
That was a second attempt?
Dude, actually, I'm shortening the story because I did finish my workout or most of it. I watched him do it 3 other times. So then I finally went, all right, I got to go in there and see if he could do it again. And I swear to you, because a lot of people are asking, that was the third shot when I was filming. From full court. He jumps in the air because that's how hard he has to throw the ball as his back is to the hoop.
How the fuck do you do that?
I don't know. And then I talked to the guy. He goes, yeah, one time. He goes, I'm out of practice now. But he goes, one time I did 21 out of 100.
That's pretty good.
So then I'm excited, like, I got something, man, finally.
That's close to 21%.
Yeah, exactly 21%. Oh.
Shit.
God damn me. As it was coming out,
yeah.
I said it and I saw Ant had the "you dumb motherfucker" look in his face, and it was too late.
And then he tells me one other time in this gym, guys was betting on him, and he made 3 in a row.
Wow.
He made 3 in a row.
Where did you shoot this?
That's impossible.
At our gym.
What?
Oh, fuck. Did I just fall for it? And did you fall for it too?
Yeah.
Is that why you... All right.
I just did. I didn't.
Fuck.
Oh,
so now we can't say Jim?
What?
Huh?
She can.
We can't say Chip and we can't say Jim. So how are we going to talk to you?
I can make that shot fucking easy.
Oh, yeah?
Fuck yeah, over the back of your head, boom, in. Cocksucker.
But then you see that YouTube's filled with amazing basketball trick shots. So back to the drawing board for the Opster. Back to the drawing board for the Opster.
God damn.
Oh, I'll do 20, 30,000 views, but
that's funny.
This isn't going to take off either. It's an impressive fucking shot.
It's a very impressive shot.
Help sell this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Put it on the Facebook page. Let's get some views.
Do you
I'm
even
desperate.
know the adulation from the people that you will get if you finally do get that multi-million view
I've had some
video.
good videos.
Well, you have the big one is the biggest one is
yeah, but
mustard.
That's more of a show video though. That's not me.
I mean,
the mustard video is up to 9 million, just about, but that's a show video.
Wow. And how about the fat lady eating Burger King?
Well, I fucked up on that because someone took my video and wiped out my tags, and then
that's annoying that they wipe out the tags.
And it went viral.
They wiped out my tags.
But they made their own version of the video, and that version went. I swear to you, and I'm not trying to compete with Sam. I'm happy for Sam, and that is the fact. And then it went viral everywhere. Fucking everywhere, but it wasn't my version.
Who took the tags off? Can't they?
One fucking guy took the tags off, put it on another website, and then all these scumbags on YouTube. You learn when you're in this YouTube world, there's a lot of scumbags. They take your videos and make it their own. So you shut that shit down.
Pirates.
So my version was 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Does anyone give a fuck about this?
I'm curious.
And the one that went viral was 2 minutes and 56. They wiped out my tags and then they zoomed in slightly to wipe out my tag on the video. And
Why would they do that?
And that thing went fucking bananas everywhere.
They just want their numbers.
My version made I don't know, 350 G's.
Boo! Yes, use watermarks. Yes.
And then,
oh no!
I want to tell you something.
Oh no!
Grab the Ouija board. Yes. Watermarks. Put your logo.
You're on the Ouija board. And you're G. A. Yes, I get it.
Yes.
All right, we got the guy. We got to take a break. We could get back to this nonsense later. But this, but that's what they do out there. And then you get them shut down. They write you like little piss boys, all pissed off. Like, really? You fucking ripped off my content, dick.
I shut down like
You've been
12
shutting
people.
down, right? Because now you're in that world.
Yeah, 12 or 15 people got shut down already.
But I swear, there's so many more out there you don't even know yet.
Yeah.
I would bet over 100 people are trying to capitalize on your video. Yeah, at least. So the Opster will be back to the drawing board.
It's all right.
Camera in hand, wandering around.
The Opster.
The Opster is back at it.
When he calls himself the Opster.
The Opster's on the scene looking to go viral.
That's right, baby. I was excited yesterday, but then when I saw fucking amazing basketball trick shots, and I named mine Amazing Basketball Trick Shot. There's 100 videos basically that have the exact same title.
Oh man,
that's how much that has been done.
It wasn't quite the eureka moment you thought it was?
No, unfortunately
You know what might go
not.
viral?
Unfortunately not.
A documentary of you trying to get a viral video.
Oh, my God.
How ironic that would be. Is that ironic, or is that a...
Well...
not irony.
I don't know. We got to ask Alanis Morissette.
Yes, or Alanis type of irony.
Although I don't think she really figured out the irony thing.
No one really does. Right? Everyone says things are ironic when they're not.
So that song was all bullshit.
Yeah,
some would say.
Yeah.
All right, we got that guy that made. I'm only saying that guy because I'm having a tough time with his name.
His name is Dinesh, and there was something that they wanted me to plug for him. It's that a show has been added for me in Philly at Helium. Thursday night, second show has been added because all the shows are expected to sell out.
That's exciting, Jimmy.
October 25, 26, 27 at Helium Comedy Club. Thursday, second show has been added.
My kid should be born by then, so I should go down and see you.
Oh,
whoa!
And I might need a few tickets.
What do you look
Yeah, I
at?
can swing that.
How much
sure?
longer?
4?
Yeah, easy.
For someone else?
Yeah.
How much longer? What are you looking at here?
Any hour.
Like any time it could happen. Anytime.
The pains have started.
What?
Yeah. Well, they're called Braxton Hicks or something like that.
What?
They're like little contractions, but it doesn't mean go to the hospital.
Oh man! My God.
Oh yeah, I'm in the. It could happen any hour.
Opeta's on the way.
What?
Opeta? I thought that's what the name we decided on.
Opeta.
Opeta's a nice name.
What
a horrible name
What's wrong with that? Opeta's nice.
I thought that's what we were doing.
Opeta Hughes. I like that.
Oh God, that's a terrible name.
Oh, I thought that's what...
Yes.
That's my mistake.
Opeta Gregorina.
Rena Gregorina. What an awful name.
All right, should we break and then get our guy in here?
Let's do that.
All right.
Let him know that he'll be in after the break, so he doesn't look out there like,
I'll make a documentary on you.
Oh, man, he'll fucking drop a documentary on your ass in a second.
Yeah.
He looks like he should be an Obama guy.
Nope.
I'm confused.
No,
No,
exactly.
He's very conservative.
I know,
Yes,
but
yes,
he's got the
indeed.
look that he would probably vote Obama.
Oh,
No,
wow. What do you mean by that?
a little darker.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez. He's
What he asked?
He's from India.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got some darkness there.
He talks about that in the film, too.
You didn't realize that India has a little darkness as well.
Oh, yeah.
More people are dark than white, sir.
He talks about that
Around
in
the
the film.
globe.
His skin color, as far as the color goes, is indistinguishable in a lot of ways to African and African Americans.
But he doesn't mind a little colonialism.
Hey, who doesn't? I
don't
like
mind
a
it.
little
I love it.
colonialism.
Oh, Justin Stangl just gave me my next video.
What is it?
I can't share with anyone.
Why did he give it to you?
He just wrote me because
He
we
didn't
are
write me.
pals.
See, you're chasing it. It's like Coke.
Oh, that's right.
You did a
I got it.
blast. It's early in the evening. Now
got
your
it.
whole night, you just want more Coke. You've had a taste of that viral video.
It feels so good.
I got it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Justin. Big fan of my videos, by the way, the guy from Letterman.
If it's a
He's
dramatic
not a fan of
squirrel,
your
that's
videos.
been done.
Dramatic squirrel.
Is there dramatic squirrel videos?
Oh, yeah.
You haven't seen the dramatic squirrel?
No, because I've seen squirrels in Central Park, and I have thought maybe I could do something with the squirrels.
Nothing's going to top
What I
dramatic
want to do with the
squirrel.
squirrels for real, these dopes, these tours, fucking film our squirrels like it's an animal that's going to be extinct soon.
That's not a squirrel, though.
This is dramatic squirrel.
Yeah, but it's not a squirrel.
But that's the video, dramatic
2.4 million views
This is one
for
of the most-
dramatic squirrel.
And that's nothing.
This is one of the original
It's been
viral
around
videos.
a while. Yes,
Yeah.
that is an original viral video. it's
See, that's all it takes.
Dramatic.
Calm down, squirrel.
Squirrel, yeah. Oh my
We should
God.
break.
I got to piss
All right,
down.
yeah, we got to get this guy in.
All right.
Yeah.
The Opie and Anthony Show. Sirius XM.
Do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? I ask you this every day, and I'm waiting for a response. Many reasons. Maybe that injury you suffered in the war could be it. Or could be something less. Perhaps you're just sick and tired of fucking your wife. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you're sick and tired of zoning out and looking into her face while pretending she's someone else, and she's touching your face with her dumb hands, and they smell like the fucking hamburger helper she was preparing, and all you're thinking is, all right already. How many times can you fuck the same woman before your dick just fucking takes off with a little runaway bag like a Snoopy cartoon? He's had enough. Introduce your penis to some new pussy, and whammo, you're fucking like you're back in high school. So where's the best place to find new pussy? Many people would say, ride around outside of school in a van. I'm one of those people. But if that's not your thing, then join AshleyMadison.com. your odds are a lot better there. There's over 14 million members. Ashley Madison, filled with women in sexless marriages who aren't looking for anything but a good lay. So basically, you and other husbands who aren't fucking their wives are just kind of trading off and fucking each other's wives. How great is that? It's like the world's largest swing club. Sounds too good to be true? Of course it does. That's why they guarantee it. If you don't find some sexually deprived wife whose husband probably has a limp, noodly dick, Ashley Madison will give you your money back. And that's good. What's better? I mean, popping a blue pill to bang your wife for the 5,000th time, and meanwhile, you still have to smell Hamburger Helper as her dumb, wrinkly, fucking liver spot hands touch your face. Well, why not just listen to your dick? Fuck her! Tell her one of the kids is sick. Hey, the kid's in there sick, and then sneak out and put your dick in someone new. Find someone hot and horny. Forget Viagra. You don't want to divorce your wife. She's going to take half your shit, and then she's going to start bedding down a man who is not white, and your children will have to see that. Why Mama makes so much more noise in bedroom now? Because she's fucking a non-white, and he's got a bigger penis than Papa. Who wants to have that discussion? Just join Ashley Madison. It's 100% secure, anonymous, and Viagra-free.
Sirius XM, the Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, we got to get Dinesh D'Souza. Dinesh D'Souza. There you go.
Dinesh D'Souza.
He's promoting 2016 Obama's America.
Oh, yeah.
In theaters
there
now.
Hey, that's the guy from the movie. How you doing, man? Take a seat.
Oh, he's in the movie, too.
Joy.
Anthony saw the movie.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic.
I'm a huge Obama guy, so I chose not to see your movie, sir.
Oh, God.
That's right.
Actually, I'm not. I don't believe in either guy.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I don't.
They're real.
And might believe in one guy a little more than the other, but I think he's starting to not believe in these guys.
No,
either.
no, I'm not a huge Romney fan by any stretch of the imagination. But what Obama has done over the past 4 years and the lack thereof is a little disturbing, and I think somebody else should be given the chance to do a little better. Yeah,
I wish Romney would be a little more, effective or articulate.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
How did this thing come about? You wrote an article for Vanity Fair, was it? Or was it Fortune?
No, it was Forbes magazine.
Oh, Forbes.
A couple years
okay.
ago on the cover. And it was, it was the first article to take a different look at Obama. And the argument was, Obama's autobiography is Dreams from My Father. So in the article I said, look, well, nobody's really asked what were his father's dreams.
Right.
And there's a lot known about the dad. He was an economist, a writer, and he wrote about taxes. He wrote about America. So we can find out a lot about the dad. And weirdly, when you look at the dad's views and you match them up against what Obama's doing, man, the jigsaw kind of fits.
Yeah, it really is. I don't understand why people just want to write off the fact that he would be influenced by all these people that he grew up with, was very close with, worked with. Why is it such a weird stretch to think that he was influenced by these people?
Well, what makes it particularly strange is because Obama says he was, right? I mean, Obama wrote 500 pages on his upbringing. And he talks not just about his dad, by the way. He talks about Frank Marshall Davis, who is this guy. I mean, think about the scene. His grandfather, once a week, would take him to the shack, the Waikiki shack of this guy. This is a former communist, right? And the grandfather and Frank Marshall Davis would smoke dope and stuff. And then the Frank Marshall Davis would rail about America, evils of capitalism, and young Obama would sit in the side of the room and just take it all in.
Yeah.
Is that not going to influence a kid, by the way, who doesn't have his mom or dad around?
Right.
Over a period of 7 years.
You're looking for some type of authority figure, a father figure. And that would have to have some type of influence, yeah.
And Obama writes, I think he mentions Frank Marshall Davis something like 20 times in his book. So it's not like sometimes people do have associations when they're young, and then when they're older they go, well, you know what, when I was young I did crazy stuff, but now I'm smarter and older.
Yeah.
But Obama's never done that. In fact, in 2008 he was handing out his book like a campaign biography. So he's the guy who's been saying, this is really important to me, this is how I grew up. So what we do in the film is we just follow that story.
And he was literally a card-carrying communist, this
He was a communist in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then the party basically dispatched him to Honolulu to do activism over there. And oddly enough, it was Obama's grandfather who found this guy and said, you know, the dad's not here, the mom's not here, so let me find a black role model for young Obama, Frank Marshall Davis.
You raised a very interesting point, too, during it. About, you know, you're talking about when he talks about his upbringing and how you were raised in India, I think?
Yes, I was.
And you were saying that Obama talking about, like, what he saw growing up, it didn't sound like the black experience in America in the 60s or whatever. It sounded more like what you had seen, right? What he was talking about from Indonesia. His view of the world was kind of shaped by that, not by American racism that has gotten better.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I can't believe how dumb I was on this, because I thought when Obama was doing all this government expansion, I thought, well, look, I get it. You know, he's like a civil rights guy, because if you were a black guy in the South in the 50s and 60s, the federal government was like your friend. Desegregated the schools, or, you know, Civil Rights Act, Voting Rights Act, Fair Housing Bill. So the federal government really helped blacks out in the middle of the 20th century. But then when I began to thumb through Obama's book, I saw, wait a minute, there's nothing here about Selma, Montgomery. Not only has this guy never sat at a segregated lunch counter, but neither have any of his ancestors. He's not descended from slaves. So the black experience is very distant from him. But he's kind of a third world guy through his dad. In fact, he grew up in Indonesia for 4 years. He's made multiple trips to Pakistan. His mom was white, but she was a globetrotter. She lived most of her life in Indonesia. Obama made multiple trips to Africa. So I thought, well, man, you know, this is a background somewhat similar to mine. We both have this sort of, bifocal view in which we see America both from the outside and from the inside. And I think that's helped me to sort of understand Obama a little bit.
It is odd because a lot of people do just think of him as, okay, he's had to have experienced the African-American experience, and where you have a trouble tracking down who your ancestors even were, a loss of identity almost. But he had that. He was really able to trace back who his family was and what they stood for, what they wanted. Staunch anti-colonialists, right?
Right. I mean, Obama's lack of identity came from something else. It came from the fact that by the time he was born, his dad was gone, right? And then when he was 10 years old, he was living in Indonesia with his mom and her new husband. And amazingly, she packed him up with his suitcase and sent him back to America alone. She never came back. And she lived the rest of her life in Indonesia. So the big issue for Obama wasn't that he couldn't trace his ancestors, but basically that his mom and dad both kind of gave him the dump.
Ditched him.
Another point you raised about anti-colonial, I can never say the word colonialism. It was anti-colon. Yes, he hates it. Anti-colonialism is the actions he's taken in the Middle East or non-actions he's taken. And when you point out, okay, he helped with Libya by force remove Gaddafi, was against Hosni Mubarak, who was an ally of ours, but he does nothing in Iran and he does nothing in Syria. And is it because, do you think that those are just Iranians dealing with Iranians and Syrians dealing with Syrians as opposed to...
Well, if you're an anti-colonialist, what's your goal? I mean, your goal is you're basically saying, listen, you know, America is this big giant in the world, and we should reduce America's footprint in the world because we've been kind of stepping on the world. So here we are in the Middle East, we're bullying everybody, our little surrogate Israel is kicking the Muslims around every few years. So let's pull America back a little bit. Well, how do you do that? Well, one way you do that is you sort of weaken our allies a little bit, and you don't worry too much if some of the bad guys come to power, because you're sort of rebalancing a little bit. So you're looking at the Middle East, you're going, well, Iran, okay, they want to get a nuclear bomb, but they don't have any. Israel's got a whole bunch of bombs, and we've got tons of bombs. So let's not worry so much about Iran. Let's reduce America's nuclear arsenal.
Can I ask you, this is a question I have for you, too. Is that necessarily an agenda of neutralizing things, or because like Ron Paul, I liked Ron Paul's idea of foreign policy, which was basically just mind your fucking business and get out, which I kind of liked. I'm tired of the U.S. meddling everywhere, and I'm not saying that we deserved a lot of the things that have happened, 9/11 or that stuff, but we just constantly meddle. And it's annoying to me as a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm simply saying, listen, if you don't want to meddle, that's really good, but then you want to stay really strong at home, because you're basically saying, listen, let everybody do what they want, but if they show up over here, we're going to kick their butts.
Because at that point, you don't know who's going to come to power.
Exactly.
They don't have to worry about the American influence in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you look, for example, at our nuclear arsenal, I mean, most people don't know why we have nuclear weapons, but the reason we have nuclear weapons is other countries have much larger populations. I mean, the Chinese can put 100 million men on the battlefield. So if you're dealing with that, it's kind of good to have a few nukes.
And don't they only have, they have a lot less nukes than us, though. I mean,
the Chinese have 300, and we had 5,000, but Obama's taken us down to 1,500, and that's all right. That's still a lot.
Who's in second place with that?
Russia.
And how much do they have about?
They have the same as us. But see, the problem is they're so poor now that they can't maintain their arsenal, so theirs is like in mothballs.
Yeah, you don't know where that's going either.
Right.
No one's keeping track of that stuff.
Now, what do you foresee for 2016 if Obama does get reelected? Which, oh boy, kind of pointing in that direction.
So far it is. To me, it's a little bit troubling because I think, well, look at something like our debt. Now every rich country can be stupid with money. Like a rich guy can run up his credit card and it's okay. And George W. Bush, in all fairness, was kind of profligate with the credit card.
Yeah.
$5 trillion of debt almost over 8 years. But remember, Obama's $5 trillion of debt in 4 years. So this is a different scale of spending totally. So I say, if you have, we're now $16 trillion in debt. If we spend another $5 trillion, which is fully anticipated, we'd be at 20 trillion, 21 trillion. And think about that. We'll be 21 trillion in debt, and 10 trillion will be added by one guy, Obama, in 8 years. So from George Washington to Bush, 10 trillion, and that's over 200 years. And then we'll have added 10 trillion in 8 years as a result of one man. Now, how can that be good for America? How can anyone say that's a good idea?
But do you think it'll continue at that pace?
I think
and
it will.
Add that extra $5 trillion?
I think it will, because look, the reason that the debt is so high is we have entitlements that are in there. There's very little of our federal budget that is pure discretion. And so, and Obama wants to add more, right? I mean, if you look at what Obama's done, it's not just, by the way, healthcare. You've seen federal incursions into banking, finance, hospitals, insurance, energy, education, automobiles. I mean, we've just seen a bloating of the public sector. And I guess that's because that's Obama's philosophy, right? The private sector shrinks and the public sector expands.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it's troubling.
Yeah.
It really is. I was saying that it's almost as if I would want him to win just so we could all go, see, we told you. I just don't foresee this going well with another 4 years tacked on to
it'll be probably good for my career if Obama wins. It'll be good for our film because honestly it'll have a much longer shelf life, and then lots of I told you so's. This is actually George Will once said it's always good to be a pessimist because most of the time you're right, and even once in a while when you're wrong, you're happy to be wrong.
I'm sorry, Mr. Norden.
Go ahead. I just wanted to ask about the racial thing, because you had a good debate with Jesse Jackson where you talked about race, and you asked a good question about where race has gone away, and he gave you an interesting answer.
Yeah, and it's relevant to this Obama stuff, too. My question to Jackson was sort of, listen, in a big country you can find racism, no problem. But where's the racism today that prevents young people like his kids or my daughter, who's 17? How is racism keeping them down, preventing them from achieving the American dream? And Jackson basically said, I can't tell you. I have to assume, he says, that the racism's like underground. It's like a covert type of racism. But where I think Obama comes in is that the real appeal of Obama in 2008, his magic weapon, and I still think he has it, is simply the idea that he's not Jesse Jackson. He's not Al Sharpton. He's he transcends race. And so I think for white America, it's like such a relief to have a black guy who doesn't, hit you up for being a racist.
He doesn't extort. I think you said the guys like Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, white people felt like they were being extorted or whatever the word was.
Yeah, I would call those guys sort of the shakedown men.
Oh, shakedown, yeah.
And it's sort of like, listen, I'm going to presume you're a racist, so what are you going to do for me to prove you're not? And so we've been kind of doing that routine for 30 years, and people are a little sick of it.
So Obama comes at you like a black guy who actually likes you, and is like, and you said people just want to help him, and you're right. I like that guy, and I don't know why, because I don't agree with a lot of his taxing policies. I like some of his social policies, but there's something about him I just like.
You know
Maybe
what?
that was part
He's
of
the
it.
political Oprah. Because if you think about what Oprah does, why does Oprah have legions of white women as fans? Because basically Oprah has a deal with them, and she says to them, listen, I will never point my finger at you and call you a racist. We're going to discuss all kinds of other stuff. I'm going to open my heart to you. And white women are like, oh, wow, it's amazing to be treated with such respect when you expect the other. And that's Obama. That's part of Obama's magic weapon.
It is, but what other way, like, here's my question, too. Like, just because of a black guy or Oprah or whoever doesn't really make you feel that way about race, could it be that's the main thing that people find comforting, or could it be other things, too? Like, does it have to be that that's the main thing they find comforting?
Well, I mean, Obama's got other good things that we have to concede. I mean, Obama's a nice guy. He's got a nice family. He's family man. No interns under the desk, you know. So you got to give that stuff to him, and I do. And you notice in the film we do. We treat Obama. We show the appeal of Obama, and then we also say, but listen, this guy has had a very unusual background. There's a lot of stuff about him that's not known. I'm not talking about the birther stuff. I'm just saying, listen, what was his SAT score for getting into Columbia? Who were his buddies when he was there? What was his GPA? Where's his thesis? What was his law school test score to get into Harvard Law School? All of this is unknown, and that's odd for a president.
And it is kind of weird, like when you like, Romney doesn't want to release certain tax things, and Obama doesn't want to release certain school records, and I think that stuff should all be public record. If you're going to run the whole show, I think
should be a no-brainer, right?
Every ounce of your life should be open for us to examine.
I couldn't agree more. What the film does is we basically say, but the worst thing about Obama is that his core ideology is unknown. And the proof of that is that even today, on the right and on the left, people say opposite things about him. Right? Some people say, oh, he's a secret Muslim. Oh, he's a socialist. Oh, he's an alien, Or on the left even, now one group says, oh, he's a champion of, he's the new Martin Luther King. Or, he's a progressive champion of the 99%. But then there's another group on the left go, no, he's sold out to Wall Street. He's a pawn of Wall Street. So, which is it? I mean, how come at the end of 4 years we still have no idea what is the correct description?
Well, let me ask you this. So what is Romney going to do for the country? Because he scares a lot of people, too, there, sir.
Right. Just as Obama's resume is, I am not Jesse Jackson, I am not Al Sharpton. I think basically right now, as far as I can see, Romney's resume is, I'm not Obama. In other words, listen, this is a referendum on Obama. You like what Obama's doing, you want to see more of the same.
Right.
Now, when I say more of the same, I mean, look, Americans have taken a huge hit in their wealth in the last 5 years. I mean, something like 40%. It's huge from the Federal Reserve. Now, we cannot afford that again. If Americans take another hit of 40%, America will stop being a first world country.
Right.
It's that bad. So with Obama, to me, the Obama record is abysmal. If Obama were to ask Reagan's question, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? There's no way he could win the election. So he's defying gravity. It's only Romney's weakness that's keeping Obama where he is, and Obama's sort of magic.
You gotta think the Republicans blew it by pushing this guy forward.
But compared to what?
Well, I don't know who else they.
I don't understand why in a party that commands half the country. This
but
is
Obama
the
showed a lot.
candidate.
Obama showed a lot of weakness there, and this is the best the Republicans could come up with. That's fucked up too.
Well, this is and even if you look at why our film has got so much traction, it's partly because the Romney argument is so narrow. Romney's saying, listen, Obama's a nice guy, Obama's smart, but he just has the wrong ideas. And we're the only guys in the country saying, wait a minute, let's turn the mirror and ask, who is Obama? Let's look at Obama.
That's why it's not just a trash. A lot of people love writing it off at like, oh, it's just another trash piece on Obama. It's like, first of all, I'd love to see more trash pieces on Obama. The mainstream media seems to be part of his campaign now.
It's so crazy. I mean, when Michael Moore made his film, you remember in 2004, and quite honestly, Fahrenheit 9/11 was full of conspiracy theories, wacky stunts, and so on. But I mean, this guy was like everywhere, right? Nobody said, "Oh, this is a ridiculous."
Right.
And this film, you've seen it, and a good bit of the film, the most incriminating parts of the film come from Obama. See, Obama read his own book in audiobooks.
That was the brilliant part of the movie, too. Obama's own voice from his own books. doing the
some people say, where'd
books
you
on
get
tape.
this actor to sound like Obama? We're like, there's no actor. This is Obama.
His own
like,
words.
Oh, man. And Obama will say stuff in the film. He says stuff like, you know what, I didn't want to go to the mainstream professors in college. I just looked for all the radicals, the punks, the Marxists, the Chicanos. I wanted to hang out with those guys. I mean, this is all from Obama.
And it's his voice, yeah.
Do you think that his thesis not being released is a part of... maybe he said, because there's the audio recently came out of him saying, yeah, I'm for redistribution. I wonder if that thesis not being out has something to do because it was what we consider very damaging.
Radical.
Yeah, maybe at that age, you're young or whatever.
Yeah, and I also think at Columbia, Obama was hanging out with some dangerous sort of radical revolutionary guys. And so, because think about it, he was there for 2 years. There's not a single person who has emerged to date publicly who said, I knew Obama at Columbia. I was in class with him. Not even I roomed with him, but I knew the guy. We had dinner together, or, not a single person. Now, that's odd.
There is just this absolute mystery as to where this guy came from. Not literally, but, where he came from. And in some ways, literally, where he came from. But, and people just seem to just blow it off and not really want to think about it. Like, I don't care about that. And there is a definite race-based voting. It's amazing when you look at the black votership and how many are voting for Obama. And if you based your voting on race, I consider that being racist.
Well, it's certainly, it's certainly a little bit. I mean, the thing about it is black Americans have taken a big beating in these last 4 years. And you think white unemployment is bad?
Yeah.
Black unemployment is huge. There was an article the other day that basically said the majority of blacks have no wealth except their car. Think about that. So for Black America, this has been a very bad 4 years. But even so, I think you'll still see a huge... One of the things in the film, by the way, we go to Kenya and we go to the Huruma slum of Nairobi and interview Obama's brother.
Oh, his brother.
Oh, yeah.
This
guy's like living in a hut. He walks through sewage to get to the street. And the reason I thought it's interesting is that Obama has, in the last few years, 50 times said the biblical phrase, we are our brother's keeper. It's part of his, we owe obligate. We are our brother's keeper. Yeah. So here's this real brother living in a hut, and Obama's not given one penny to help him. It's kind of odd. And imagine if Mitt Romney had a brother who's living in a hut. This would be like on the cover of Newsweek. It would be everywhere.
They probably treated Obama like shit.
I think it was his younger brother.
Yeah,
I think so. But that would be funny if he was just a dick growing up. Mom was like, oh, too bad.
Can relate. You don't like all your siblings.
And listen, I wouldn't say that Obama, look, people have complicated families and all this stuff, but I just think it's odd given Obama's ideology. I mean, I'm not, it's just that Obama's going around telling the rest of us to pay taxes to help people we don't even know.
And this is where the Republicans, I think, and Opie kind of alluded to it, where this is the best they have to offer. I think one thing people like about Obama, all this other stuff aside, is that average people, regular, or people who are middle class, feel like he at least understands the plight a little bit better. Like, as a guy, I think people feel like, I know he's a Harvard guy, he's a bit of an elitist, and a lot of people don't think he can be because he's black, but, he's a snob, he's a Harvard snob. But I think he relates to the average person a bit more than the Republicans never seem to be able to put anybody out that regular people feel like they can connect to. Like Clinton as a Democrat, people felt like they could connect to on some level. Bush, I don't think people felt like they could connect to. And Romney, I definitely don't think so.
Well, part of it, I think, is that these, if you look at Obama versus Romney, for example, what did Obama do? Obama graduates Harvard Law School. And he goes to Chicago. And what he does in Chicago is he signs up with these Saul Alinsky guys, this sort of team of activists, and they actually train you in how to communicate with ordinary people. And part of it is just pure strategy. It's not like feel for the ordinary guys. None of that. It's stuff like, listen, if you want to communicate with the ordinary guy, you've got to listen to them and listen to what's important to them and say that. You also have to look good. In fact, one of the things Alinsky told the activists in the 60s when he was alive is he'd tell them, listen, if you want to get middle-class votes, don't look like a dirtball. Don't go around unshaven and, don't call the cops pigs and stuff like that. Clean yourself up. And and weirdly, when I see, my office is right outside these Occupy Wall Street guys, and I say, what's the difference between those guys and Obama? And basically, Obama read Alinsky's book. He's kind of cleaned himself up. He looks good. Yeah. And that helps him to identify with middle-class people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also, one thing, too, like you point out Jeremiah Wright, who was damaging for Obama, at least during the campaign. But I never put much stock into that stuff because guys like other candidates, they all embrace Pat Robertson to get that religious 700 Club vote. So they all embrace people that I find repulsive. Like all of them, you don't get that far in politics without having a list of shitty friends. Like you can't become the president without knowing a bunch of really rotten people, whether they're campaign contributors, whether they're people that used to work on your staff, whether they're people you associated with. So I don't care. I mean, yeah, Jeremiah Wright said some anti-American things, but is that any crazier than someone else saying that 9/11 was put on, America because we're evil and we embrace homosexuality? I mean, so why give credence to any of that? If you're following a religious guy like that, it's all crap.
Well, by itself, I would agree. But I'm saying if you look at this group, I call them Obama's founding fathers because they're the 5 guys who shaped his life. And it begins with Frank Marshall Davis and it ends with Bill Ayers. And now you put these 5 guys, there were a couple of professors in there. One was this Obama's mentor at Harvard Law School was this Brazilian socialist, a guy named Roberto Mangabeira Unger. Very weird guy. This guy recently wrote an article saying, listen, I'm really sick of the fact that America is the world's #1. He goes, what we need is for China, Brazil, India, and Russia to, quote, gang up on the United States. I mean, why would somebody advocate this?
Yeah.
So this guy knows he's a radical. So in the 2000s, and he and Obama have been in touch, by the way. They weren't just in law school. They've been friends for years. So in the 2008 campaign, this guy knows he's a problem. So he skips the country so that no one can interview him, so the connection between him and Obama won't be reported. Not that the New York Times was trying to chase him down anyway. So what the reason the film hits people is because it's this new stuff that people don't know about. And they're like, oh, wow, I had no idea that Obama was hanging with this guy for 10 years and that guy for 20 years. So when you put Jeremiah Wright into the mix, then you see that there is kind of a pattern.
Now, what kind of relationship did he have with Ayers?
Ayers? Oh, my gosh. Well, first of all, look at the official story. The official story is, I can't possibly have anything to do with Bill Ayers because I'm from a different generation. Our kids just went to the same school, which is total nonsense. Obama knew Ayers at least going back to 1995, so at least 15 years. And Ayers had a fundraiser for Obama in his apartment when Obama was running for the state Senate. So they were friends back then. Then they both got together on the Woods Fund, which is a charity foundation that gives away money, and they were both on the board together, so they clearly worked together. And then Ayers brought Obama onto something else called the Annenberg Challenge, which is another big educational fund funded by Annenberg, gives away money. So we know that these guys knew each other. They worked together. They obviously were socially connected.
And this guy was an absolute radical terrorist.
I mean, this guy has the distinction with Bin Laden of being one of the 2 guys to bomb the Pentagon.
Yeah.
So, not to mention bombing a New York police department, not to mention being on the FBI most wanted list. I mean, look, all I'm saying is, do you think this kind of stuff would be investigated?
And taken on a one-case basis, I could see what Jimmy's saying.
Right.
When you put all these things together, it's a pattern. There's just a pattern there of... and you can kind of build what type of person Obama is, who he was influenced by who you hang out with.
It's a fair point, yeah. It's a good point.
Yeah.
They're telling us you have to go in the earpiece.
You're a very busy man.
You have other press, I guess.
Other obligations.
Who's telling us?
Roland said he's got a meeting he has to go to.
Oh.
Roland said you have a meeting you have to go to.
Do you have a meeting to go to?
I'm all right. I can stay a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys can kick me out when you're ready.
No. We get these communications, and it's like...
I understand.
Okay, cool.
Now, about his father, it was a good point that was brought up in the movie. If he wasn't around that much, why so much influence from him? And why dreams from my father?
Are you asking me?
Yes, Jimmy. If he wasn't around so much, why would there be such an influence?
Well, here's why. Because fathers are really important to sons, and if your dad isn't around, you're going to go one of 2 ways. You're going to say, the guy was evil, he was horrible, he abandoned us, to hell with him. I'm going to go join a gang and I'm going to find another family or something like that. And a lot of inner city kids do that. They're like, they develop resentment to the father. Now, Obama's mom knew that. And so she countered that. She admired the father's ideology. And so she kept telling Obama, listen, don't be angry with your father. He was a hero. He wasn't here, but you know why? Because he's fighting for his country's freedom. He's like Gandhi. He's like like Mandela. So Obama grew up thinking his father was like some glorious freedom fighter. Now, in reality, the father wasn't that at all. I mean, when Kenya was fighting for independence, the father was like philandering at Harvard. He has 4 wives, 8 kids. He's a chronic alcoholic. He kills a man. So the point is, all this is going on. But Obama grows up. He's thinking, my father's Mandela, you know. Then later, his sister comes to him, and sister was living with the father, and she says, Obama, you're crazy. Your father's not this great man. He's a weirdo. He never looked after any of us.
He's a drunk.
He's a drunk. And then in the film, we play Obama's reaction. Obama goes, you know, the sky turned yellow. Animals began to talk. Meaning he's totally stunned, right? Yeah. So then Obama goes, I got to go to Africa. I've got to like find my father and find myself. So what's interesting, I mean, the thing about the film is that there's a story there. And it's kind of an interesting story of a boy who has a mythical conception of his dad. And then reality hits him hard. And then he has to go and find himself. So the politics comes out of that. This is not like a policy film with a bunch of talking heads.
Right, yeah.
It's a story.
That's why. Just to tag on the end of that, about his father, you brought up a great point in the movie also, that if you have a child whose father was killed in a war, like World War II, father's a soldier, the son never knew the father, but constantly his presence is in the house. There's pictures of him, photographs, that folded flag is there. And it's almost a presence in the house. And the son would normally talk up the father and talk about what a hero he was in the war and try to live up to that. And that's kind of a great point as far as how Obama would have felt about his father.
And not only in that situation do you revere the father, but actually your real father could have been a flawed guy, but you wouldn't know it because he isn't around to, you know, get drunk and fall on the floor
if he was
yelling
around,
at you.
If he was around, Obama might not have ever thought he was that great a guy.
Yeah. And there are some interesting similarity. I mean, the father, for example, wrote an article where he was talking about, you know, the rich. And what do you do about the rich? I mean, he didn't say the 1%, but you can see what he's thinking about. And the father goes, listen, you know, just tax the heck out of them. And at one point he even goes, let's have tax rates, and I quote him, of, quote, up to 100%.
Now, that's Obama's father said, tax rates up to 100%.
Right, take it all. Sort of, I can just imagine like your tax form. You know, this is what I make. Okay, send it all in.
Take it.
He says as long as they provide services, which is a very socialist, even communist.
Absolutely. Socialist, communist.
Now, again, you know, come back to Romney. If Romney's dad said that and Romney wrote a book called Dreams from My Father, people would be constantly comparing what the father said with what the son is doing. And again, I just find it eerie that this is not even like brought up.
The mainstream media is an absolute arm of the Obama campaign. Whenever they talk about Romney, it's always very negative. They harp on every word he said and find the negative in it. And Obama, it's like they're praising everything this guy does.
Well, you know what it is? It's not even. I think what it is many of these guys feel like it's almost like America's racial reputation is at stake. It's like morally important for America for Obama to win. And so in a way, if you look at these, they're not even praising Obama. They're just praising themselves for being such morally wonderful people.
Look how great we are.
That's right. And that's why Chris Matthews, he's normally a pretty hard-bitten guy. He's a pretty tough guy. But you listen to him talk about Obama, it's almost embarrassing.
It is very embarrassing.
Yes.
Yeah. And one thing I liked about the movie, it's obviously slanted. It's certainly not a pro-Obama piece of work. But it made me, while there are certain Middle East things that did worry me, like you made some great points, things that I hadn't connected. In a weird way, it made me like him more as a guy. Like his personal story about like having these revelations about his father, it humanized him to be in a way, while still learn things about him that I didn't like politically. So I thought you did a great job with that, of not being so slanted in one direction that it was just this chop piece, because I didn't feel like it was that at all.
Well, see, I appreciate that a lot, because if you listen to the left, they're basically saying, this movie's propaganda, you know. But the truth of it is, I think a middle-of-the-road guy who goes to see the movie will come out and probably have something like this reaction. You know what? I actually feel sorry for Obama. The guy it's not easy to be thrown into the world like this. I'm sorry for him, and yet I'm not sure if I want him to be acting out his problems on the world stage.
There's plenty of things about him that would be absolutely fine if it wasn't the fact that he's our president during a pretty difficult time.
Right.
I just don't think he had the qualifications to start with. The way he talks about foreign policy and laughs at Romney about it, when the truth of the matter is, he really doesn't have, and especially when he first came in, had no foreign policy experience.
The other thing is, even on the issues that are core to his campaign, he doesn't really say what he thinks. I mean, for example, consider the slogan, the fair share. Okay? Now, half of Americans pay no income taxes. Now, that may be fair, but it's not obviously fair. I mean, you have a country, no taxation without representation, but you think the opposite is true. Why should there be representation without taxation? Shouldn't people who have less money pay at least something?
Something.
Isn't it weird that half the country pays nothing? Okay, so the rich pay 36, 37% right now. Well, maybe you think they should pay more, but what is fair? Do you think they should pay 40, 50, 70, 90, 100% taxes?
Well, yeah.
Obama has never once said, you know what, this is the fair amount. And if everybody paid that, then I would be content. Then we'd be all paying our fair share. So he keeps all the fair share, but he never says what the fair share is.
What he's really saying is that, and I agree with that, that's an underlying, it was almost like when Johnny Cochran said to the jury, you have to do the right thing because you have to go back to your neighborhoods. What he was really saying is, you know, you have to go back to these black neighborhoods. Do you really want to convict this guy of murdering this? Like, he was talking to them. There was a real subtext to what he was saying. And I think that's the subtext Obama gives to poor people. Like, you know, people have to pay their fair share. What he's saying is, get these rich son of a bitches, and they should be paying a lot more money. There's a real subtext to it.
Somehow they're screwing you. These rich people are screwing you guys over. It's like, wait, they're not paying federal income tax.
Right.
And what is the fair share? Yeah.
Well, this is why, look, I mean, you know, if you, let's say you're dependent on the government and you're getting stuff, the general response should be gratitude, right? I'm not working, but I'm getting a check every month from the government. So, but I think what happens is when people get free stuff, they feel a little bit ashamed. So what Obama does is he comes back and basically says, listen, you're not getting free stuff. You shouldn't be ashamed. You're actually being cheated. You deserve a whole bunch more free stuff. And the guys who actually are pulling the wagon, you know, you're sitting in the wagon, but the guys who are pulling the wagon, they're the bad guys. You know, they should be giving you more stuff.
It's amazing.
And you think about it, that's going to tell more people who are pulling the wagon, hey, I better get in the wagon. Things are a little warmer in there. What does that do to America?
I agree and I disagree, because you're right about that, but I also think that the people who are pulling the wagon a lot of times have done a very bad job of making their, and I mean, again, the top ones have made a very bad job of making themselves empathetic. Like when you catch guys like Bernie Madoff, who I know is only one guy, but that's not an isolated incident. And like the damage they do, like even if you're broke and you're on welfare and you're a leech, and there are people who are doing that, and it's enraging. None of them have ever caused stolen from Holocaust charities or $1 billion worth. Like when these guys do damage, so it's almost like they have not made a good case either. It's very difficult for me to side.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, I think ultimately the case for free markets is not the case for rich people. The case for free markets is protecting competition, protecting incentive, and prosecuting the bad guys like Madoff consistently. So there is a room for regulation, but the regulation should be to protect the market, not to undermine the market.
Yeah. How about if we stop giving money to Egypt? The second biggest, I think, a recipient of U.S. foreign aid in the last. How about we stop giving money to the Middle East to try to influence the way they have Sesame Street for their kids? How about we stop giving money to everybody? We should stop giving our money away, and then that money can be kind of used here. And that, again, that's more of a Ron Paul idea about pulling our troops out. Why do we have troops in Germany? Why do we have troops in Korea? We don't belong there.
These are old alliances.
They're old alliances. We don't. Who are we protecting?
And Egypt is in a transition, it seems, toward the Muslim Brotherhood, which is the largest organization of radical Islam in the world. Why we'd want to give them money is a very open question.
Amazing.
But I have no problem with them running it, though. If that's who they want to run it, let them have them. They wanted the Taliban. They gave the weapons up to the Taliban in Afghanistan, and that's what they got. Let them have it.
It certainly does go with your film about getting some of these countries and pulling them up and pushing America down and equaling that playing field out in that anti-colonialist mindset.
I mean, look at the way clearly Obama is not happy with the state of Israel. Now, right now in the campaign, Obama's like, I'm Israel's best friend and so on. But for the past 4 years, if you just look at Netanyahu's face when he's with Obama, he looks dismayed. So what's happening here is that, and again, you see how the colonial thing fits so beautifully. I mean, Israel is just seen as a little colonial power sitting on Muslim land. So
the guy called called it a Trojan horse.
In the film, Trojan horse in the Middle East. And if that's true, by the way, then the problem isn't the West Bank or Gaza or even the 67 borders. It's Israel.
It's Israel,
right?
yeah, the whole thing.
So in some senses, if you're an anti-colonialist, you're going to think about, how can I make Israel back up and go? That's not an easy thing to do because the Jews aren't going anywhere. But there are ways to really weaken Israel. And remember what happened to South Africa in the 90s. It was suddenly in no time apartheid was discredited, the whole system collapsed, and it's not that we don't have South Africa, but it's a totally different country.
Right, yeah.
Where can people see this movie?
So the film is in theaters for 2.5 more weeks, but it's winding down its theatrical run. So point is, if there's a theater near you showing it, go see it, because it's a fun film to watch in the theaters. It looks more like Out of Africa than it looks like some CNN documentary. But it will come out in mid-October in DVDs, video on demand, so it'll be easy to get in other formats by the middle of next month.
I'll tell you what's fun about seeing it in the theater is listening to some of the people.
Sure.
Certain scenes, you'll hear people go, "Oh, Jesus Christ." "Oh, God, come on." You hear people like they're so outraged at certain things, or they're laughing at certain parts. They're like, "Oh, really?" Now, that was me, by the way, saying that in the theater. I was yelling.
I didn't find it objectionable. There were parts of it I disagreed with.
No, you'll agree, disagree with certain things, but it's done very well.
I thought so, too. And I want to try to pronounce your name correctly. Dinesh D'Souza?
Flawless.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
in high school, I was voted boy most likely to properly pronounce a name 2 years in a row. It is called Obama 2016?
It was 2016, and the subtitle is Obama's America. And by the way, I have a book, Obama's America, same title, that's out there that elaborates more about what America would look like over the next 4 years if Obama got a second term.
Companion.
Yes.
Companion book.
Kind of companion volume. Or a handbook.
You're a very smart guy, and I enjoy the documentary more than I expected to. And I say even the parts I disagreed with, I thought were well done, and it was obviously a very well thought out piece of work, and it was really good.
Go see it and get
really
a little enlightenment on about where Obama came from.
Yeah, once every 4 years, it's kind of nice to get informed about what's going on. It's
maybe,
your country, after all.
Great. Dinesh, thank you so much.
I have to use the bathroom.
It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's bad guy Imus today.
Evil Imus.
Got my black cowboy hat on and my black blazer or something. Yeah.
He looks much younger in black.
Yeah.
Should wear more black.
It's crazy.
Twitter, man. Some loved the interview. Some were like, what the fuck? Why are you giving this guy time?
Well, I wonder why. I wonder why the people are divided.
I love that one. Why are you giving him time?
Yeah. Because he's got ideas and a film and opinions and it's America, and he's got a right to say what he wants.
Hey, you did a documentary. If you don't like it, don't like it.
How many people come on this show and praise Obama? We got a lot of celebrities, a lot of lefties that come in here and
not many,
and give them. Yeah, I think
not many really on our show.
What? Really? I've sat here and bit my tongue some days.
That must hurt.
Why would you bite your tongue?
Yeah, because it's not a political fucking situation with, you get someone like Patton Oswalt coming in or Chris Rock, and they start spouting off about Obama.
That's why you should talk up. Because
fuck it.
Have the debate. People want the debate.
It's not going to change anything.
No?
No. Nah.
Should we bring Iliza in? We have Iliza. I was going to say it too quickly. Iliza Shlesinger. He was here before.
Yes.
Very amusing.
Yes.
How come you still eating your cereal?
I asked for a couple minutes so I could slam some cereal, and I guess the message didn't get to E-Rock.
Hi.
E-Rock, you came. Hi, Iliza. Hi. Yeah, you came back too fast, E-Rock.
Oh, no one told me.
Who did you tell?
Did I tell you? I don't know.
He told me and Travis, but E-Rock usually eavesdrops, so we figured the mics are on.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you from last time.
Oh, good. That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's a nice introduction.
Confidence, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you.
Oh, you again.
I remember that. I remember.
That was great.
Huh?
What? Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Sitting there shouting, I was like, yes. Yes. Everything you were saying.
You're Romney,
No, but I agree
person?
with what
I was
you're
going to say
saying.
guy, but you're a girl.
Lesser of two evils kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who, Romney or Obama?
Either. But no, I'm not ecstatic about either.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, neither are terrific.
Yeah, the whole country seems that way. Everybody's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like Obama, you'd think with the way he was pretty much Jesus Christ 4 years ago that he'd be running away with it, and then the other side, the country's in such bad shape. You think anybody could just step in and become president and beat him, but it's crazy.
Especially in L.A. You can't, if you say anything, it's almost, I'd say a witch hunt. You can't say anything.
No.
But secretly, people will be like, oh, by the way, I'm not totally into Obama.
What? Racist.
Racist.
You're a racist.
I hate black people.
Yeah, it is even worse out there than it is here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, here it's bad, but out there it's just a fucking complete show business culture.
Big sham.
Everybody's so obsessed with showing how open-minded they are. Liberals are so obsessed with that until you disagree, and then we're going to burn you at the stake.
Not so open-minded anymore.
No.
They want your mind to be open as long as you agree with them. The second you don't.
The whole thing, I mean, we don't have to talk about it since the guy left, but I want to know where liberals think the wealthy, what they're doing with their money when they're not paying taxes. They're not putting it in mattresses.
It's all, I actually have a big pile in my house, and I just throw it up in the air and maniacally laugh. Yeah, I hoard it all. I burn it in my fireplace, too.
I don't
It's a
know.
little chilly.
Rich guys have really big bank accounts.
Big bank accounts.
To swim in.
But you know what?
Really big bank accounts.
You buy things. You still buy things, and those things have to be made
By somebody,
and people. You have work done.
I think the whole focus on they're not paying taxes. Who do you think funds museums and parks and scholarships and all? I mean, I'm not saying that makes up for it. I'm not saying who I'm voting for, but
imagine someone living in your house and doing nothing but bitching and just complaining about you. And saying you're not giving them enough.
Like a wife.
And like a wife, yes. Imagine that, though. Wouldn't that piss you off? Well, that's exactly what's going on. You get people that aren't even paying income tax. Federal income tax. Shut up when they come up. You know, the payroll taxes and Social Security. Yeah, federal income tax. You know the giant, biggest one that you have to pay every year? The people that don't pay any of that.
Will that ever change, you think?
No. People are
Will always be like that?
It was so calm. I got you all fired up. Everyone was so calm.
Pissed off. No, I'm always like this. I'm terrible.
That's okay.
We want to find out what you're up to, and then we got the Matt Paxton guy outside from
Hoarders.
But I can't watch it and eat at the same time.
Why? No, who could? It's
visceral
disgusting.
reaction. It's awful.
Not even the garbage, the people.
People are awful.
They disgust me.
You want to see a horse with a zit?
No, don't show her that.
Do you really?
Is it going to be?
It's terrific.
So disgusting.
Although the cow one's better.
Yes.
I think the cow one might even be
Horse one's more disgusting.
The horse one's more disgusting?
Am I going to cry?
No.
I might.
Am I going to cry?
I just want to know if you could eat and watch this video.
I'm not going to watch.
Oh, no. I can't even watch most things online.
This is the hot video of the day right here. Big,
God.
huge zit.
That bother you?
I don't know yet.
It's probably like the size of 2 grapefruits, I would say.
Sam's not hitting play. What are you doing, Sam?
She's cringing. I love this.
We don't have to watch the whole thing, but just give you a little taste.
Yeah,
of this.
I don't find this to
Can you eat through this?
She's so disgusted.
That's not, all right, there, it's done.
She's gagging.
I haven't eaten anything today.
All right, Jimmy.
But honestly, that's not.
And it's finally done.
It's just a zit.
See, finally done. You can look.
Oh my God!
You can look now. It's finally
Her
done.
face is hilarious.
It's still going.
She looks at it.
No, it's not. Look.
Well, then turn it away if it's not going anymore.
No, he's just pulling a big piece out.
Get out of here with that.
That's the end of it. You want to see the end?
I don't think that's gross.
What's at the end?
They just
pulls
water.
a big piece.
Is it a happy ending for a zit?
No,
it's actually just water.
He just put the bandage on now.
Why do I have to keep watching?
I know.
Because it's just weird how large.
I put the mic flag in front. I don't even look. I can't watch
Stop.
Why can't you watch this?
Turn that PC monitor away.
That bothers you?
Turn that inferior monitor away from me.
You can watch a movie on Obama, but you can't watch this.
Why is it still facing me? I'm going to start. It's chunky.
Yeah, the computer broke. We don't know how to shut it off.
If I throw up,
look,
it's going to be on you.
There you go, look.
Yeah.
It's broke.
Plus, I want to see it, Eliza.
I'm not watching. I can't watch this.
Yeah, the ant can't. Bob Kelly can't.
Come here.
I know, right?
All right, can we show you the cow one?
So glad I got up for
Can we show you the cow, and then you can
of
decide
course,
which one's worse?
for sure. Let's see.
The cow one is not even.
I'm very thrilled about this.
All right, and then we'll move on to what you're up to.
You don't want to know what I look at.
I'm not watching.
Really?
I do, actually.
Yeah, we do in a
Do
second.
you watch porn?
Well, it's a funny story.
Hand jobs?
It's a funny story. Sometimes, once in a while, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but it's okay. The contestants on my dating show, once in a while, may or may not have a porny background. So we'll Google their names. If your name ends in Rose, chances are you take D in the mouth. And so I'll sit. Okay, it's gonna have to. And so I'll sit in my green room with my producer, and we'll just Google the contestants' names, and we find them. We'll start watching their porn. And then that porn begets another porn begets another porn.
Course, yeah.
I found this website called EEF. Can we curse on here?
Oh, yeah.
Called E-fucked.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
just-
yeah, we
oh,
know
sweet.
that
All right,
one.
fine.
That's old news.
Yeah, it's like MySpace.
Really, man? What's wrong with you?
I'm a girl. It's a little different, you perverts.
Wait,
but that's it.
where's your dating show on?
It's syndicated. So here it's on WWOR.
Nice.
I couldn't tell you.
Oh,
the
cool.
time. Yeah.
That's excused,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
Was that 11?
Excused.
WOR, was that 11 or Channel 11 or no?
I think it's Channel 9.
Oh, 9. Okay, so it's on.
9 here in New York.
But it's the time changed. Okay, the cow. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay. You just play it.
But
Sam.
what videos do you see on eFuck?
I'm just there's this one of this, I think she's a Kiwi and she's adorable and she's giving a guy a beej, but she gets like really into it and makes like a pirate face at one point and starts speaking in tongues and
Oh,
I thought
God.
that, can I show it to you?
Yeah,
I'll pull it up after we watch this.
We're sharing videos today. Here's the cow video first.
Is that the zit?
Yeah.
That's not a muscle?
No. No, it's as
It's a
big
big
as
zit, the poor
a
cow.
medicine ball, I think Jimmy said, on the right back leg of the cow.
My mouth's watering, like in the vomit
watch
way,
what
not
this
like
guy
in the
does.
This is
delicious
actually
way.
not gross. It's just liquid. It does not look.
It'd be awesome if you squeeze it and milk came out.
Yeah.
Well, watch this. Watch how he takes care of it. A little knife.
I feel bad that the
Little
poor
knife.
cow.
Little knife.
And
He
the
didn't
cow.
even like local, give it a
Little
local. He
knife.
just
You gotta pop his
Aw, the poor cow.
Look.
Oh, God, she's gagging again.
Listen to the sound. That's the juice hitting the ground from the zit and the pus.
This is so bad.
This is
not even
watery
that bad.
pus.
You smell that? That's not bad.
No, I don't like it.
All right, it's done.
It's just liquid.
I'm still fasting from yesterday, so I'm
All
nauseous.
right, it's done.
Oh, you are fasting?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep it going through all the week, see how much weight I can lose.
I just wanted to show you
Stop
that.
it! It's still going, and it's pink. It's like you.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't look that bad.
Or it's like, what is it? Nestle Quick.
Yeah, quick. It looks like strawberry milk.
Strawberry
The pile
milk,
is
right.
white in
That
the
is,
ground.
that's not a zit.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
is.
cyst.
Oh, yeah, cyst. Okay.
Oh, sure. Something.
some kind of infection.
Cyst,
Look
zit,
at the cow's
whatever.
tail. The cow is so unhappy with this. He's just wagging his tail. That's a cow
Are
going,
you sure
what
he's
the
not
fuck?
saying I love? Oh, he's shitting.
Oh, is he?
Is he shitting
Pooping.
too?
That
Yeah.
figures.
It feels so good. Or
Yeah.
that or it hurts so much that he crapped himself.
Pile on that floor.
Just panicking.
It must be nice to just let your shit go whenever you want.
Look at the
like
white
animals
stuff.
do.
The pus is white.
Like babies and old people.
Yeah.
I see it,
On the ground.
Jim.
That's kind of gross.
I'm
That does
averting my
nothing to
eyes.
disgust me, though.
The other one was chunky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was worse.
This is just it,
Cute.
The form of it at first was gross, but now you can't help but turn it into something delicious.
Yeah.
And
Where are
here
you
just hitting
working?
the ground. She's at Gotham.
Oh, Gotham. Okay. You there tonight?
Tonight
But
through
I'm just going to show
Saturday.
this video on loop.
There you go.
I'm there tonight through Saturday, Friday
Yeah.
and Saturday and Thursday. In that order.
We only show these
Thank you.
videos to people we like, by the way.
That's
You what?
We show them to people we like.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good.
All right, now you show us a video.
Yeah, I want to
What's
see
your
the.
problem,
I
man?
guarantee you, Eliza's video is going to be a lot better.
It's actually for this one face this girl makes that I peed. And then I'll show you a video of a fat girl falling that I can't stop laughing at.
Oh, really?
Fat girl
Is she
falling,
black
yeah.
or white?
Black, which makes it better.
I think we know it.
The one where she's singing on the table?
Yeah, that's great.
It's the greatest
the
video
It's the
ever.
greatest video. It's why the internet.
Yeah,
It's-
she goes down.
That's more important than the Zapruder film, as far as I'm
I
concerned.
feel like you guys watch a lot of porn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me ask you a
probably.
question.
Not as much.
Sure.
If you go on YouTube, which I know doesn't have porn, and you Google anything, and here, okay, I'll say this. Sometimes you know what a twerk team is?
No.
It's these black girls that go around shaking their asses, and like they're in videos and stuff, and sometimes I'll Google like black girl booty dance because I like to practice. And so if you YouTube search enough of the words like girl, dance, woman, eventually, if you watch enough videos, you'll get a video for a live birth. The more, if you Google anything on YouTube, if you watch enough videos, eventually a birth video will come up. Has anybody else found this to be true?
So you get a video, you watch it, and then it gives you these suggested
Yeah.
videos. Click on
And
that.
eventually
The farther down the rabbit hole, eventually you'll see a vagina, and it'll say home birth. All videos lead to home birth.
births.
It's the weirdest thing.
I'm going to look into this.
I gotta find this for you.
Oh,
Just give me a second.
Yeah.
No problem. For
me a
porno.
second.
For
We
an
love it.
fucked. Is this somebody who was on your dating show?
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh.
Okay.
I tried to get her, but I think she's dead.
No. All right.
Oh, I didn't know she's dead.
What are the odds of her being alive?
All right.
It's their own. It's gonna take me a second.
He fucked.
I never go to this site because there's too much weird stuff. Like I know if I want to see the beheadings, I have two sites I go to.
Oh, man.
And
No, I don't like when the porn site is also intermingled with guy gets head run over by truck
right.
tire, and because then you're looking at porn, and then there's a little video in the corner of some fucking chop meat head.
You got to separate those two topics.
Yes, that can do nothing but
Always.
damage you.
you got to separate them by at least one load.
That's got to do something to you, though. Like having this sexual kind of thing going on when you're watching a video, and then having death videos.
Yeah, I don't mix the two.
I have a question, Eliza, too.
Yes.
Somebody says, why does Iliza Shlesinger feet the first suggestion for her name in Google?
No, it's the weirdest thing.
A lot of girls, it's feet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you search for girls, a lot of it is feet.
But it isn't as if I walk around with a lot of open-toed shoes.
You got nice feet, though.
Yeah, I got great feet, but...
Yeah.
Do you attract foot fetish guys?
Apparently.
I mean, when you date, like, are there guys that like your feet, or is it not?
No.
Boots.
No?
I have boots on now. No. At least I don't know. I'd probably break up with them before I could find
You don't
out.
want to know, right?
Should I just
don't
press
get the
play?
foot thing.
Yeah.
It's really just one frame that I find
That's
hilarious.
all good. Let's do
Why don't you
this.
sit down a minute?
Oh.
It's getting kind of late.
It's getting late.
At least it's organic, believable dialogue.
It's not a guy that
You
would
can stay
say
a little
that.
while though, huh?
No.
Maybe it's getting late.
Yeah.
Why don't you just sit down?
Ooh, she shoves him down.
Surprise, motherfucker. It's raping time.
It's a slow blowjob.
Look at her face.
It's coming up. The pirate face.
All faces are funny.
Bath salts equals insane sex. It's
if you guys
called.
are looking for it. I don't
In
think
my
we can
life,
put that
I've
on our
never
Facebook
been like,
page.
does this do it for you if I close one eye? And just glare at
It really is a piratey face.
you? A pirate's job.
Play more of this. I want to see the faces.
I think that's the best one.
Yeah, but
And I've been chewing on your balls like come with your tongue. Chew on them. Chew on them.
Like fucking Kinnison.
She's getting spit on her finger and rubbing her
Fucking
clit.
make love to me. Fuck me.
Is he wearing a vest?
Vest, it looks like.
Yes.
Oh, it's a black.
Give it to me.
It has her lines written on it like Brando used to do.
Sit down, asshole. That's the way we like to fuck. He fucking me. You like her fucking pussy. Brownie, you can't fucking abuse my pussy. Fuck me.
What do you mean one frame? The whole video's great.
Fuck my pussy until I have no pussy juices left. Like doing the fucking aggressive with a girl, huh? Slap me there. You ever slap the fucking girl before? Fucking slap.
Wow.
Slap me, you pussy. What the hell? Slap me. You don't abuse my fucking dirty little pussy.
Wow.
This guy is so miserable.
Yeah, he hates it. Yes. They're on a bus, by the way.
Disrupting everyone.
Me already.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
All right.
Wow.
I love when they slow down.
That's really funny.
That's a good one.
Satan's vagina.
Where's her accent from, you think?
She's I think it's New Zealand.
Oh, it is New Zealand?
She looks New Zealand to me.
Yeah.
God, that's funny. So that's what I do at my job.
Can we
Mom
try
and Dad.
That's pretty good.
Should we get Matt Paxton in here?
Yeah, let's
we
all
can-
hang together.
We're so late, though. All the guests are backing up.
Yeah, so he'll hang with us.
Yeah, of course.
Matt's a good guy.
Yes.
And you're at
From,
Gotham
Hoarders,
tonight,
of course.
tomorrow,
I'm at Gotham.
and Saturday.
Correct.
Very funny comic, Eliza.
Matt. How you doing, Matt? How you been? Take a seat.
All right,
Is he gonna have to watch the video?
Oh my God.
The horse?
It won't bother him.
No, we don't like him.
That's cleaner than most of the things.
We
he
only
says.
like you.
Thanks.
Matt Paxton from Hoarders.
Oh yeah.
What's up,
Clutter
everybody?
cleaner.
What's going on?
It's been a while, sir.
Yes.
The-
Coming to see you tonight.
You are?
Yes.
That's I think
I didn't know you were here.
Really?
Wow.
What a
What?
coincidence
Yeah,
that
man.
is.
I don't get to the city much. This is exciting to
I
see
think
guys
you.
are cool.
You already got tickets, or should I get you some?
No, I think we already bought them.
You sure?
And you already knew you were going to go see her?
Yeah,
How
she's
weird is
like
that?
a pretty big deal, man.
I know she
Yeah.
is. That's why she's in
That's
here.
why I got to watch the horse video, right, guys?
Yes.
That's right.
All right,
That's
so
right.
what's this horse video?
Do you want to raise your mic a little bit? Sam, can you help Matt?
Don't,
can
don't
thank
watch
us
it.
later.
It's not for you.
It's
that?
terrible.
Why? He
It's
does the
some
hoarding thing. I think he
pussy.
can
I
handle
clean
No,
up
the
for a
hor-
living. I think I can.
This won't bother him at all.
I don't know where.
He'll look at that horse pus coming out and fucking laugh at it.
Let me just access his data.
Yeah. It's a big, huge horse zit that they pop and then.
Oh, the horse zit?
Do you ever watch
And they-
the ones of like people's zits?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
So good.
But it's gratifying.
See, I think those
it's
are
also
worse.
gratifying a little bit.
The people
Yeah.
ones
It
are
is
way worse.
gratifying. Well, you do that for a living. You
I don't
pop,
pop zits
zit
for a
messes.
House zits, yeah.
It's like a
House
house
zits.
zit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're very infected.
Just, I mean, we've done this all morning, but
now I gotta block my. I
just
put the
give you a
mic
little
flag in
taste
front.
of this. Little taste.
It ain't bad.
I don't have to look.
It's not bad.
I can eat yogurt and watch this.
It's not
There's
bad.
something wrong with you.
Isn't that bad?
Oh my God!
It's not bad, right?
That's terrible.
What, the Hoarder guy's getting freaked out?
That's
diarrhea.
disgusting.
Really?
Oh,
You don't like
Isn't that
that?
horrible?
no, that's horrific.
It's terrible.
And I just cleaned up 15,000 pounds of someone's urine.
15,000
pounds. Yeah.
Did they freeze it and put it in
Excuse me,
blocks?
gallons.
Okay.
Gallons. What?
It was old Gatorade bottles.
That's like a tanker truck.
It was a whole house. Yeah.
Of urine?
And actually, legally, we couldn't put it on the tanker truck because it was too much urine.
Too much
So I had
urine to
figure out
transport.
I had to figure out how to legally
Wait,
get rid
wait.
of 15,000 gallons.
You back up. Tell the story a little bit. So there's this
Were they
guy-
saving it
Some
on
guy
purpose?
peed.
It was her mother's. No, she was saving it on purpose.
I'm kidding.
She just literally could. It was her mother's. Her mother died, and she felt bad about throwing it away. And then she started peeing in
So they were
gallon jars.
hoarders
that's
before. The
sweet.
mom was a hoarder.
Yeah. This lady, fascinating. She had like gone under the radar her entire life. She was like 45, and like the state didn't know she existed. She was totally off the grid. Her mom had just hit her. Then her mom dies, and the county finds out about her. And it's by far the worst house I've ever been in.
Oh, wow, really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was 5-gallon buckets of shit all over the house, just open.
And they can show that on TV, or is it all
No,
just no?
actually, the network called me today. Like, we have to blur half of the show.
That sounds like your season finale.
It's not even the finale.
Oh, really?
Oh, man. When is this
There's
one?
a liquid cat one that was even worse.
A liquid cat?
Refrigerator full of liquefied cats.
These people should be shot.
I had to throw my clothes away because it went through the Tyvek
Oh, my
seats.
God.
I literally left the place just in my underwear driving down.
Well, now the liquefied cat place, were they people still eating in that house?
She was living there, yeah.
How
I had to spend the new thing this season. They got me spending the night.
Yes, spending the
Why?
night.
It's because it's haunted?
No, they just want to. Well, half the ratings, obviously. They
why
want
you're
us
here.
to like. I know this is gonna be good. They wanted us to see what it was like to be in the mind of a hoarder at night, and I figured I knew it all. I've been doing this most of my life, and it's totally different, man. Once the lights are out and there's no sun, like you're laying there trying to sleep. And then all of a sudden you feel something moving under you, and you're like, is that a rat? Is that a cat?
Shit.
Is that a person?
Yeah.
Like, what's that crawling across me? Like, what's that in my hair?
Have you had like roaches crawl on you and fleas?
Oh, I had, roaches.
Have you ever found a body? A dead body?
I
A
have
person's
not.
body?
Another body, the guy Corey, the other guy, she found a body.
A body?
Yeah, the lady had rolled it up in her husband had died, and he rolled it up in a shower curtain, and then she just forgot.
They rolled it up in
I'm
another
still gonna
body.
get you in on a hoard. I just haven't found a good one.
Matt.
I haven't found a
I've
good
been
one.
waiting.
For you.
We've been right back to
I'm trying to find a New York one.
Can I ask you a question? Because I watch that show. I watch all of them. I watch all that filth. Do you ever? Because the people are not mentally they're not
No,
sane.
they're messed up,
Do you
yeah.
ever at the end just wish you could shoot them in the head? 'Cause these people will vote eventually if they take their medication.
They will never vote. They will never get out
They
of the
might
house
get to
or
the, but
anything.
they're doing what's the point of having them on the planet? I mean, I guess it gives you a job, but
It does. Supports my family. I will say this year is the first year I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? There's nothing I can do to help
Are you
this
ever mean
person.
to them?
Really?
No, I can't be. I'll make fun of them on like
Behind
as
their
a part of the team. No, like I'll pick on myself and I'll pick on them and I'd like to try to get them. They've been alone for 10, 15 years.
One thing
Like,
I've seen Matt do is
well
you
on
don't
him.
take
Yeah.
any crap
No.
when they start giving you like you won't just off the bat walk in the house and go, "Hey, you slob! Look at this place."
Yeah, but
but
the
when they
minute-
start going getting all rambunctious about their dumb little thing, I'm not throwing this away, and you were never a son to me. And but Matt gets in there and goes, "Hey,
right,
this isn't what we're addressing. Here's
Yeah, we were filming on Father's Day this year, and as a new dad, I've never actually been home on Father's Day. I've been filming all 3 Father's Days we've been alive. And this lady started saying I was a bad son. And I was like, bitch, please. And I just lost my
good for
shit.
you.
you went all black and sassy.
I was like, let's go. I was like, here you go. I was like, get a bag. And so I made her just pick up dead cats for like 2 hours.
I got to go
Got
back
it
to the
all over.
liquefied cat thing. How does a cat get to the point it's
We
liquefied,
put
and how is it in the freezer?
You put it in a Ziploc first, and then you label it, and then you put that label on the Ziploc, then you seal it because you got to know what day.
Oh, well,
the
of
cat
course
would
you
die.
do.
Sure.
And you gotta
It's
know
good
the
to
name.
document.
You need to be
Fucking
organized. Then you put it in the lettuce drawer of the refrigerator, and then that fills up. And then
crisper.
the crisper, and then you go to the vegetable or the fruit one, and then it just fills up and fills up.
with different cats.
And you know how like when you ever clean a house where there's like
so
a
it
little
wasn't
bit of
in the freezer, it was in the actual
the whole thing was all the way. The freezer was
everything-
easier.
the whole thing.
The freezer's easier because it's frozen.
Right,
You
sure.
just pull the whole. You can get 100 cats out with one.
Yeah,
pull.
meat
how many
and
were in
vegetables
there?
and everything
Yeah.
just turns to
There was
mush.
there was no food. It was all cats.
How many cats?
I stopped at 250. I stopped counting.
And there's definitely more,
Oh,
obviously.
yeah, it was awful.
Wait, can I ask you another question?
Yes.
So you know when they come in and they sit
Monday nights 9 o'clock.
and when they sit with the hoarders and like the therapist comes in and she goes piece by piece through each piece of garbage. She's like, can we keep this? Can we not?
I don't sort dead cats.
No,
To
not
me,
you.
that's
No,
an
but them.
all-keep. Yeah.
But do you guys ever just like lose your patience? You're like, it's all garbage.
Oh yeah.
And you just like snap on them because they'll go through gum wrappers and be like, this one means something.
It's so stupid.
At like 11,000
They don't deserve rights.
At like 11,000 gallons of urine. I was separating by the color of the urine, and I was like, this is dark. This is clearly your mother's. This is light. This was clearly yours. I was like, this was your mom's. This was yours.
Man.
Can we let your mom's go? Since she's not going to use it? Like, she's passed away.
How would you feel if I
yours.
took this bottle of urine outside the house and just, took it
Then
away
they would
from
freak
you?
out.
Anxiety
Then it would
level
be-
10. Anxiety level 10.
Well, this season is just gone. Each one is like, I say Hoarders All-Stars. Like, each one, I mean, it's a TV show, so obviously the network's trying to pump it up, and TV's not doing great across the board, so of course they're doing things to switch it up. But I actually dig the spending the night thing, because it's just so different, and I don't get freaked out a lot anymore.
Do you talk into like a night cam? And
Yeah,
you're like,
it's
I
totally-
just had a turtle.
Oh, it's very Blair Witchy when you watch that.
I've not taken a shit.
You
or pissed.
seen the rats?
Right?
You've seen the rats, right?
Oh.
When you've been sleeping
The rats
overnight?
are everywhere. The problem now,
What about mice?
mice don't make it usually. It's either the cats have made it, or like the cats beat out the mice, and the rats beat out the cats.
And the rats also beat out
And the roaches
mice.
beat out everybody.
Roaches will,
Roaches will
outlive
win
everyone every
everything.
time.
And you'll stay in one of their houses without a cot or anything? You'll sleep on
I
their
just
bed?
lay wherever they were laying.
Yuck!
And there's one this season where I had to just lay down. It was just cat shit. So I just had to lay down in a pile of cat shit.
So how long are you really in there?
I made it
an
about
hour
10 minutes on that one, and I just couldn't do it.
And then they make believe you were sleeping.
No,
but
I'm
all right,
honest
let's
with
film
it.
10 or 15
I'm
minutes.
honest with it. It's just me.
Enough to do it.
They put GoPros up, and it's just me.
Wow.
And me and the Hoarder. And so, I mean...
Oh, you used to talk to this person, like tell each other bedtime stories.
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Do they ask
Kind of
you?
like college, hanging out a bunch of shit.
They've never been to college.
Do they keep asking if you have to shit? So
I
they
do
can
ask
collect
them
your
that.
shit.
The network is like, what? You got to eat dinner with them. I'm like, I'm not going to eat dinner with these.
You
people
know
in
they're
the
just
house.
circling you, wondering when you're going to shit so they can collect the goodness.
He tries to be polite and asks him, would you like to use the living room?
You see a clear baggie with M. Paxton written on it.
They're just waiting.
Yeah.
Target bags, I have learned this year. Target bags are the preferred bag to shit in.
So how about
The
we
Walmart
get,
bags are too thin.
How about we work a deal out with Target and say stop selling the fucking bags?
I'm sure they're getting pissed
Target's
about
fault.
showing the bags. I'm sure.
How many cockroaches have you seen in one time?
We saw one. This is a great story. We did one in St. Louis where the house, like, it had about 2 feet of cobwebs across the roof. And the cockroaches would run up the wall and just live. So it was about 2 feet of cockroaches. And
They were living in the web?
They were living in the web. It was full. And it was just raining cockroaches. So you'd hit it. You would hit it, and just hundreds of cockroaches would come down. But this is the good part. This is the good part.
Why did I come?
We convinced... Did I just totally ruin
The
your day?
minute I got here, it's
That doesn't sound like a nice living situation.
Here's the best part. We then convinced the junk guys that they had to duct tape their assholes so the cockroaches wouldn't run up into them.
Come on.
And one of the new guys was like, okay, sounds like a plan.
Oh my
I'm
God,
gonna do it.
that's
So he went-
hilarious.
He went in a truck and duct taped his ass.
You gotta duct tape this guy's penis into your asshole to make sure that it's plugged up. Make sure.
None of the other guys. I mean, these guys do it every day, so they know it. This one guy totally fell for
But then poor Emilio Estevez had to confess that in the Breakfast Club.
And she ripped it off and skin came off. It was terrible.
I'm pretty sure a cockroach isn't going to get in my asshole, though.
No.
No way.
Not these cockroaches
They will.
No fucking way, man.
That's the safest place in the room.
The guy that I forgot what his name
Probably
is,
the
but he was the guy that
best
spent time in the house on the last episode, was it? And it was bugs like all over the place, spiders. That was that
Corey.
giant
Yeah.
spider on the wall.
Yeah.
And then he's sleeping in this house where it's just bugs everywhere.
I know nothing about bugs, and I need to know more because you're looking, you're like, wow, that's a really interesting looking spider. It's like 3 inches wide. Like, I wonder if it's poisonous.
They get big from eating cats.
Yeah,
exactly.
Liquefied cat.
I want to see the video of Sam. Can you where's Sam? Can you help him find the video of the that? I want to see that cobweb roach thing. Is that online anywhere?
It might be. Yeah.
I really want to see that. That sickens.
I don't
Roaches
even know.
really creep me out more than
Anything
anything.
to get that
The raining cockroach
horse thing off there.
That is disgusting.
Disturbing.
Not a lot disgusts me. That does.
Yeah, raining cockroaches would get me.
Roaches.
So that one story isn't going to be the finale of the show this year?
No.
Could you give us a hint of the finale?
So well, I've got 3 more to film this month.
Oh, okay.
And I have no idea what they are. They've gotten smarter. They don't tell me.
Right.
I just
okay.
show it. I get the write up on the plane.
Surprise.
Now they do fly me 2 days early now, so I get to hang out with the Hoarder a lot more and get to know them.
Do they
but I
fly
don't
you
have a
coach or
clue.
first?
Dude, backseat middle, man. Every
Oh, my
fucking
goodness.
time.
Congratulations.
Oh, wow.
You
Thank
made
you,
it.
and our travel agent, Anna. We call it the Anna special.
She's a bad
Ridiculous.
person.
I thought it was just
They hate
this
me.
place.
I'm like, first I'm cleaning up shit, and now, I mean, literally, at one flight, I was behind the bathroom, like the one.
Well,
the
that
seat
shouldn't
right
bother
next
you
to
at
the
all.
bathroom.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should
yeah.
love the bathroom.
Just pissing in bottles and leaving them on the plane.
I mean, it is reality TV. We're at bottom.
Are you afraid you're going to be mentally scarred from all this?
I did this season. I got attacked by a crack addict family. And
Really?
that fucked me up. Yeah, that comes on in 2 weeks, and that was this dude. We just thought the family had some dead problems, and
They
a lot
all
of my
got some
guys are.
issues.
A lot of my guys recovering. We all got issues. I got addictions. We all got them. A lot of my guys are recovering addicts, and so I was trying to give the guy benefit of the doubt. But as soon as we got to the bottom of this room, I realized, shit, we got had. Like, the whole network just got taken. This family just had a bunch of needles and a bunch of crack at the bottom of this room, and they just wanted us to clean it up. And so we're filming, and I realized, like, oh, motherfucker, we just got taken.
Cleaning up a crack house.
In 2 minutes, literally. And I mean, we had filled up 3 or 4 of those sharps containers with needles, and we were already at our limits. When this guy comes back out of nowhere, just irate and just totally, fired up. And he had told us that he had done a lot of time, so I was like, the guy's up front, but he told me he was sober, and I realized, like, this fucker ain't sober.
Why was he mad at you?
He said I took some of his crack, which I didn't.
Which you did.
Make that
man.
legally
Cleaned it up.
Clear. I took some needles that I told him he couldn't take because I didn't want my guys to get pricked. And the guy just fucking went nuts and just came after me. And and I'm obviously clearly not a fighter. And all I did was just move out of the way, and he just fell on the ground into a big puddle. But he got in my face.
Cat.
He had me in my face, just screaming. I'd never been in a situation where I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna get my ass kicked hard."
Right.
And
What were the cameramen doing? Just
They
fucking
put-
filming it?
They put their cameras
holding the
down.
boom.
Oh,
That's
wow.
when I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah, 'cause they never do
when
that.
You don't have any
Nobody was
security?
filming.
You don't have one big guy?
No, God, no. We got nothing. And I'm looking around. I'm thinking, well, I hope it's rolling because this is going to be a good scene. And then I realized that they took their cameras down. I was like, fuck, I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Wow.
I'm feeling a lot of
Yeah.
similarities between your show and my dating show. We have similar contestants. I don't know if you call yours contestants, but
Wait, Matt, is it on that
I'm
page?
looking for it. I'm looking for it.
I really want to see
God.
those fucking roaches living in the ceiling.
They're just. What do you like as far as the show goes? It's got to be a fine line because there's the cluttery hoarders that have just a lot of clutter, a lot of things they buy, new things that are still in the bags, and then the disgusting hoarders where there's shit and piss. And I got to be frank with you, man. Those are the best ones on the show.
Those are the ones.
When
Those are the
they're
ones I
just
get.
disgusting.
I can't. Where I lose my shit is on the ones that are like paper hoarders.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm not interested in
You're not-
selected
yeah,
paper.
okay.
I need.
So you do-
remember,
you
I'm
like
a recovering
that.
addict, so I need. This is my high, man. Like this is my new thing. So now if it's like. I need 251 dead cats now for the next one. Like 249 doesn't
not
do
doing
it.
it for you.
It just didn't enough.
What's I think we probably asked you this last time, but what was the worst smell?
I have a new one for you.
Oh,
And it's really, I
story.
was thinking about it this morning, and it's really
no.
for you.
Oh, thanks.
We've started doing to hit on the other issues. Obviously, we're all recovering addicts. All my guys are ex-cons, and so we all have that need. And we've had to, just hoarding isn't enough anymore, so we've started doing crime scene cleanup now. And the
Holy
BioClean
shit.
stuff.
What?
And it's extremely lucrative, like unbelievable. No one wants to do it.
Right.
Clean a dead body, ain't nobody interested. And if you can do it with compassion, it's extremely lucrative. So we really dig it. And our first one was a hoarder, and we tell all the hoarders, we're like, if you don't clean this up, you can have a heart attack. You're not gonna make it out the room.
Oh, wow.
Well, the guy didn't make it out the house, and he died at the front door. But he was a loner. Nobody knew. This is in our home in Virginia where I live, and we get the call a month later after this 100-degree summer
Oh,
that
man.
we had. His body sat there and decayed for a month before the neighbors smelt it. I got out of my car and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Just right there in
just
front of the
100 yards
yeah.
out. So then this is where it gets really interesting. The cops get called.
Bless you.
The cops get called, and then this comes up on this guy's record that he had been arrested before for possession of C4. So they had proof of him having bomb making materials in the house. Bomb squad comes and they find booby traps in the yard.
Wow.
And so they're like, we can't go in. We got to use a water cannon. Well, at this point, we didn't know this dude was up right against the front
Still
door.
there.
100 yards out, they put a water cannon on the front door, and it just rips the front door. I mean, it's
Water
like a
cannon
jet.
will open it?
Oh my god, it'll blow a house up. I mean, it's as strong as a gun. It just ripped the door right off. It's like a battering ram. But what we didn't know was there was this 1-month-old body that had just been decaying. It's like a gelatinous, jello. So it rips his body wide
Must
open.
have come apart.
And his stuff just goes all over. So then, and there's no body now to remove because the body's gone. So they're like, all right, can you clean this up for us? And
It's like Saw.
Yeah, it's awful.
It just seems like such a serious issue to be dealing with, and the psychological ramifications for someone like. I mean, this is the same network that airs like Lady Hoggers and like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Now the dog got canceled.
Okay, but
yes.
Cajun Justice.
Yes.
So it just seems odd that they would take on such a mentally heavy show.
You know, people love it. Makes them feel better about their own life.
I love it.
That's why people watch.
I watch it.
Yeah, I think it is.
What was the biggest part of the
love
body
it.
you found?
Please.
There had to be one piece of the body.
Yeah,
left.
this was the best part. we did look for a penis.
It's just rolling on the floor.
Yeah, everybody kisses it.
Look at me.
We found, and let me make it clear for any A&E executive listening, this was not an A&E show. This was a private show that we did.
Yeah.
I get in trouble for that. When they got the body part cleaned up, that was fine. And remember, a lot of my guys are. I mean, I got one guy that did 20 years for murder, so he's really happy to just have a job.
Have someone kill them for him.
Yeah, exactly. So he's seen all that. So it's not as big a deal for a lot of my guys. But it's messed me up. Now, since I've had kids, it started to mess me up a little bit. But this one was weird when I thought there was a big rat, a dead rat I was picking up, and it was stuck to like this big pile of paper, and I'm pulling on it. And I'm in a full biosuit, so I've got a mask on, and I mean, you can't see anything, and I pull the hair. Well, I pulled what I think is a dead rat. I think it's rat hair, and I pick it up, and I realize it's a scalp. It's this dude's mullet, and he's got a sweet-ass mullet about 2 feet long. And so I look at my partner, and of course his mask is filling up, but he's just throwing up, just left and right. And so you can't take off your mask because then you're compromised. So he's running out of the house, and the whole time I'm like, do I put the mullet on my head for a picture?
That's what I would be wrestling with at that time.
Where are you going to find a mullet ever again?
Like that, yeah, sure.
It was awful.
Wow.
We ended up found rocket launchers. We actually called the bomb squad 3 times on
This guy was crazy.
He was out there, man.
Yeah.
We found a landmine from Vietnam.
What
So we had to hand pick the house.
What happens to the house after you're done? Don't they just burn it down?
They had to demolish it. Yeah.
How many states or do you do this in? It's just in one.
We'll go anywhere.
It's just all in Florida.
Oh yeah, we'll go anywhere. Florida is Ohio and Florida is very, very. Florida is one of the most.
Swing
no
states.
offense. Florida is one of the most disgusting places.
Sorry, Mom.
In the world.
You want to go to Alaska because it's cold, so things won't stink as bad.
I've never been to
all the frozen cats you can eat.
Yeah.
You should go to Alaska.
Mullets.
Hoarders, Alaska.
Wow.
Do ice road truckers and hoarders together.
Yeah, we could pack it all up. Hawaii's really bad. I mean, every house. We did a hoarder's house in Hawaii. And I was just excited to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, sure.
And we drive down the street, and we stopped at 2 other houses thinking that they were the hoarder houses.
Wow.
And they weren't.
That bad?
Hey,
Yeah.
You talk about being compromised. What kind of shit could you get if you didn't have that mask on?
Oh, my God. I mean, the hantavirus is bad. That came up a couple weeks ago. One of the cleaning crews from another show didn't properly test it. The main thing is your lung diseases. And then, I mean, you could get infested and get some really bad
parasites or whatever.
Yeah, you get some really bad intestinal disease.
Hey, you're just breathing in, unless you have the masks on, you're breathing in shit.
You're
ground
like
up
drinking
shit.
It's just, I mean, it's fecal matter. It's fecal dust. And that'll get it. Just like salt on your meal.
Yeah.
Except it's poop.
Except it's.
I feel bad about complaining about cigarettes at comedy clubs.
Yeah, not so bad.
Not so bad, no.
But if you put me in a cube, like in a regular job, I'd go crazy.
Right.
Like I couldn't.
Right.
Now I couldn't
That's
go
worse.
back to a legit job. I wouldn't know what to do.
Oh yeah.
Are there any
Hooked up in a
comedy?
stuffy office?
Yeah.
Someone put the stuff back in the desk. You're like, what are you doing? I'm straightening up. What the fuck? For what? Is there any comedy clubs that you can smoke it anymore? Even?
I think the Improv in Addison, and then there's one in I think the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida. I want to say you can.
Addison?
I might have made that up, but I'm pretty sure it's right. But in Addison, I think it's like one show a weekend or something. Last time I was there, they let that.
I'm doing that in November. I hope not.
Double check. Maybe they maybe they came to their senses.
I can't take it anymore.
It's disgusting.
What? Just the eyes? Just burn? I mean, your eyes just burn
and you
out?
leave smelling, and there's haze, and it's just, if you don't smoke, it's disgusting.
I mean, I'm from Richmond, Virginia, so they passed that law.
Oh, yeah.
But no one gives a shit.
Right.
And so
Right.
every bar, they're like, we'll pay the fucking fine. Everybody come here and smoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just pay the fine each night. They don't care.
How much is
Philip
the
Morris
fine?
is, it's like $50 a night.
That's it?
Yeah, it's nothing. They don't care. They just
How
pay
did
the
that
fine.
even pass in that state?
I don't know, because
amazing.
it's literally our biggest employers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, we lost Circuit City. We lost a bunch of big companies went down in our city. So really, it's all that's left is tobacco.
Wow.
Circuit City was Virginia based.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That was like 8,000 jobs in our city.
Oops.
And
There's
it's-
no more Circuit Cities?
No.
No.
Do you think Radio Shack is next?
No, Best
How
Buy's
do they
gonna
hang
go
on?
I don't know how Radio Shack is
You're right.
managed.
It's always been the worst.
I'll
There's
tell you
a-
how, because their
it should've
stores
been
are
the-
small.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think they have small
They
stores.
didn't overextend.
It's a kiosk.
Yeah.
It's
There's
horrible.
nothing in them that anyone wants.
Well,
3 or
nothing
4
that we
employees.
want.
Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
that we want. We're not their target market.
bomb-
We're not rolling in
JVC
there.
DVD
Bomb
players.
makers. Yeah. Guys that need a fucking switch with an LED in a box. Yeah.
But they're always tiny stores. That's why they never have anything I want. They stink. But they're not like, Best Buy will have fucking 250 employees. But you're right, they are next.
Yeah.
You think Best Buy's in trouble?
They're in deep trouble.
Deep shit?
I mean, I'll go to Best Buy to look at the product, and then I'll buy it on Amazon.
And then you
on my
buy it
phone.
online.
But
in the store. I'll be in the Best Buy store and
you.
make a purchase.
That's
on it.
happening. That's happening.
It's like $100 cheaper. Yeah.
I'm going to go to the Amazon showroom.
Yeah, I think that's what's next. Someone will create an Amazon showroom.
Right.
That it's just there's an item sitting there, and then you just buy it.
Because everyone's doing
Just
that,
leave.
not just at
Yeah.
Best Buy. These places are in trouble. You just want to check out the product live. Oh,
Staples
okay, this is what
will
it looks
last,
like.
nice.
And
right?
then you go home and you fucking make
Why?
a deal. Huh?
Staples, I think, or Office Depot.
Staples.
But
Staples,
those
because
office
it's
places.
one of those
office
stores
supplies.
where you go in and you're like, I just need one thing, and then I buy stuff for I don't even have an office, and I'm like, well, we need colored Post-its and a barrel of pretzels for the office. It gets you, or like I've got a pack of like colored
have a
Sharpies.
barrel of pretzels at
for
Staples?
the snack room.
Barrel
The
of
snack room.
pretzels.
It's a snack office snacks.
You do feel compelled to just buy things because it's nice to have
Yes!
a nice thing of paper.
Yeah.
I want a ream. I need a ream of paper.
Ream someone with a ream
That
of paper.
folders with colored tabs on
Yeah,
them.
I'm going to redo my filing cabinet.
Yeah.
It makes you want to get organized.
Oh, and then you never do.
I bought
never
1,000 coffee filters from there.
Oh, wow.
I don't have a coffee machine.
Yeah, why would you?
You don't have any employees.
I don't have. I got a dog.
A dog.
I got a dog.
My long-haired
He
dachshund.
drinks coffee.
My filing cabinet has needed to be redone for 8 years. I have taxi, business meal, and Valtrex. Those are my 3 fucking sections. I need an office manager.
What else about Hoarders? What are we looking forward to?
Oh man, this season the crack addict episode I'm excited to see. I don't
that's
know
in
what's
2 weeks.
Yeah, that's 2 weeks. The poop one is next week. That 15,000. I actually had to potty train an adult. That was very interesting.
Are you kidding?
I just
think there's something
channeling
wrong with you.
my 2.5. There might be.
I think it's you, not them. Because you're not even blinking when you're telling us
I love
about
this
this.
stuff, man.
Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
I know. We learned that last time.
I got the best
Matt's
gig in the world,
twisted.
man.
Yeah.
Did you get that picture I texted you? I don't know if it went through.
Which one?
It was the worst toilet I'd ever seen.
No.
Oh, wow.
Down the hall.
I hope you still have
I
it.
do. I got it on my phone.
I'm
I
so
showed
glad you're
someone
coming to my
yesterday.
show tonight.
Wait, you had a potty train in an adult?
Worst
This
toilet
lady,
I ever seen.
I'd be
Girl
like,
I dated.
How'd you potty train it? Was it with a bucket and a whip? Every time she got her off.
That's not your job, Matt. That's not your
well,
job.
And did she get to
situation.
keep what was in the bucket after?
I gave her candy every time that she
Oh,
went
that's
to the bathroom.
sweet. Great.
Is that an Android?
It's great.
It is. I'm
Something
like the
to
only
shit
guy on
out. That was
Android.
very smart.
Yeah.
I think
it's the worst.
Matt gets boners. As
I know.
I've
Going
never
through
gotten a
some of these
boner in a
things.
horse. Someone asked me, I've never gotten a boner, and I'll get a boner
Why
just
not?
outside in the air.
Turns you on a little
never
bit,
gotten a
though.
boner in a
Just
hoarder's
turns
house.
you on a little bit.
Yeah.
I did pee one time in a hoarder's house. I couldn't make it out. I had to piss.
I would pee in a Hoarders.
Did you
then I
go to
was
the
like-
toilet or did you just do
I
it right
pissed
there?
in the
Right.
basement.
It increased the property value.
Shit everywhere. And I felt so bad about it afterwards because you're supposed to be respectful. But I couldn't. I was going to piss my pants, so I pissed in the corner. And then I'm like, holy shit, I put my dick out
Oh, no.
in this house.
What
and all I
latched
had
onto
was,
it?
We ended up just got in the back of the truck and just started wiping my dick off with handy wipes from the
Wiping my
chicken
dick
wing
off with the
place.
guy's hand.
That was
Sweet
awful.
mullet you took.
Oh, that mullet was...
Wipe it off with the mullet.
And I don't mean to sound disrespectful to the family, but when else are you going to see a mullet?
They're not listening. They don't
You know,
own any
they're not.
electronics
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I'd be all
they,
over
own,
it.
they own 400
They're dead.
VCRs.
that they got at
They're
Radio
not going
Shack.
to listen to us.
And not throw one away.
Let me see this picture.
I know, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
It's
A toilet.
I couldn't believe it.
And when you have to potty train an adult, what, like,
It's very difficult. I mean,
Didn't even know how to
old's your
sit
son?
on it.
Oh, your son's what, 2?
What happened?
How old's your son?
Almost 2.5.
So you're doing that right now. It's the same age as my son.
oh, yeah.
We're right in it.
Yeah, where you have begun.
Yeah, it's awful.
Is there a picture? You see a picture of the toilet?
Oh, yeah, here it is.
Oh, boy.
I like how I reach for it. I'm so
the
excited.
phone's not dirty, just the
Oh
picture.
my gosh. Oh, it doesn't get bigger.
That's the actual toilet. When I forwarded you that picture, and I was like, there's no way you got it, because I would have gotten a bigger response.
There's a lot of
Can I
duty
say
in
what's,
that.
what's interesting about that picture is that there's a Pavlovian response where once you've used it to keep depositing the toilet paper in there, but
Yeah.
it's not flushing, so there's
No,
really no
no.
point.
It's 2
But they
feet
have-
above the toilet.
They have the sanity to place it in the proper receptacle.
It's 2 feet above
And
the
she
toilet.
was too
What
short.
the fuck am I looking at?
She would have had to like stand on something.
Stand
to shit
on something
to make that
and then
pop keep
just-
The
going.
Lorax.
It looks like
My bathroom after a vegetable juice. Nice fucking
Terrible.
beet juice.
Looks like a volcano erupted.
It does look like a fourth grade.
Why bother going into the bathroom at that point?
Did you tweet this?
No. God, no.
Why not?
No.
Is this your Facebook
Nobody
picture?
wants to see that stuff.
Everybody wants to
send it to me. You watch how fast I tweet
You tweet
this
it,
shit.
so be it. I'm not tweeting it.
I'll tweet it.
We'll all tweet it.
I'll tweet it too.
Send it us.
I'll retweet it.
God.
I don't tweet. I'll retweet it.
I'll favorite it.
I like it.
And I do, by the way, thank you for tweeting me on it. You doubled my tweet.
Please,
my
I love sitting there watching the show and tweeting along. It's just
I barely
it's
watch
so
the show
much
anymore.
fun.
I'm just on Twitter during it, interacting with everybody.
It's a very interactive Twitter show.
At Clutter Cleaner.
At Clutter Cleaner.
It is a very interactive Twitter show. You could watch it, tweet. People are just disgusted by things, some funny jokes. It's just
like
it's a great thing.
I get the poll. I call them the opposites. Like I get all these really positive posts from all the family members,
right?
And then you chime in. What the fuck is this
I know.
shit?
I read them too. It's like
your fans just, of course, get relentless very quickly.
They're terrible.
And it's the only time I ever had to like delete something when they just like the most blatantly racist shit ever. It's just like, ooh,
you know what? I've gotten that too. I've been like, I'm trying to have like a semi-civilized debate with somebody on Twitter, and then you just read what the listeners do, and it's like, oh, is that where you're bringing this down to? Really?
How many of them are just? How many you got? Like a million fans. How many are just total assholes?
100%.
Oh God, it's way up there.
As far as the Twitterers go,
It's way
wow,
up there.
There's a lot.
Unfortunately,
there's a lot.
I think your fans are nice.
Aren't they amazing?
I've done a lot of podcasts.
Because you're a girl.
No, but it's very easy for
they
people.
like girls.
Yeah, funny,
Most
good looking.
people
I'm sure
don't.
everybody.
Yeah.
I get your fans are very nice to me. I've done podcasts where people are like, "Oh, she's just mean things for no reason," and your fans have always been very cool.
Really mean thing. What could they possibly
Like
say?
the C word for no reason. That's not nice.
There's no reason. Is there ever really no reason to call a girl that? Come on.
Well, I'm
Let's
involved.
be honest with each other.
I'm involved, but I like your fans.
That's good. They'll love that. They're going to do nothing but tweet you now.
With the C word?
No, with the cockpicks. Whatever.
Oh, great.
There you go.
Now that Ann suggested
My mom just texted me and she said, "Horse zits, women with penises in their mouths." Really, Eliza?
She's listening.
She's upset now.
Why would she listen?
Man.
Well, what
She's somebody who likes to
what
listen.
would she like us to talk about?
No.
Text her back. I want to know what
She's
she
hearing
wants.
it.
Huh?
She can hear it. She could just text her.
All right, yeah. What would you like us to talk about?
Madam Schlesinger, what would you like us to discuss?
Oh, no.
With your
I
daughter.
shouldn't have brought it up.
That's okay.
No, I want to see what her suggestion is. That'd be nice.
Parents intermittently know how to use texting. It comes and it goes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me
You
ask
text
you.
your parents?
Do you only date white guys?
I have only dated white guys.
Okay, cool.
Admit that on the radio. Who I date. Oh, it's on? Oh, sorry.
Have you ever slept with a black guy?
No.
I'm just trying to think of what mom would want to hear.
Not that.
Wow. How do you deal with your mom?
We didn't
listening?
sleep.
Because
What?
comedy's not the cleanest of comedy in the world.
pretty
How
clean.
do you deal with your mom? My grandma is on Facebook now, and that has created a really big issue.
Yeah, the grandma's got to get off the fucking Facebook.
I got called by
That's
A&E.
happening to everybody now.
A&E called me and said, you got to get your grandma to stop posting about the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because she just, I'm her boy. And she kind of raised me, and she gets very defensive. And so if someone says, you're an asshole, my grandson's not an asshole. He saves lives. He's a really good guy. And she'll individually, and she'll spend all day.
Did you have a talk with her?
I was like, Nanny, you can't do this. Like, this isn't appropriate. And she's like, what do you mean I can't do it? And like, she still doesn't get technology. So like, her message.
She's hoarding postings.
Her message is my aunt's name because she went to look up my aunt and she did it in the message thing instead of the search. And then she never changed it. So her message for 2 years has been my aunt's first name. But then she just goes on and defends me. And then I have like this, I sell, trying to make some money because I'm on reality TV. We made a golden poop Christmas ornament. So it's like you make those brass collard ornaments, it's that, but it's a big pile of poop.
Well, at least you're taking the whole thing seriously.
Deep psychological problems, and he's selling fucking poop for your Christmas tree.
Brandon, we sold a bunch. My grandma was devastated. And she's like, you're going to be broke. How can you raise a family on poop ornaments? And like, she gets so upset. I'm like, it's a joke. It's a gag. We're only selling 1,000. Relax.
She sounds like she has a great sense of humor.
She's a pretty funny lady. Really? How do you tell your
Nanny
family to chill
to
out?
lighten up?
Yeah, how do you tell your family to,
I can't imagine. I mean, you're obviously much more high profile than me. I mean,
I'm very famous. Watch out.
My mother cried.
They
My
know
mother
who I am.
cried. I told you when she heard something I said on the show.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was
How long
joking
ago?
a couple years ago.
Your grandma?
My mother.
Oh, your mother.
I was literally kidding. We were talking about guys who are too attached to their mothers and how awful that is. And I was joking, and I said, like, I don't know how my dad fucks her.
Oy.
But I was kidding.
Oh, no.
And she was like, why would you say that? I'm like, Mom, I was joking. It was
oh, man.
In the context of sons that are too attached to their mother, you know. Sometimes you say things and they get like...
Did you feel bad?
No, because I knew how I felt bad that she felt bad.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel bad that I said it because I remember the context in which it was
Oh, I didn't mean feel bad about saying it, but just, any dumb thing that sets them off and they start crying, you're just like, oh, God.
Oh, that, of course.
My wife calls that a Paxton apology. I say... I'm sorry that what I said upset you.
I'm
not sorry that I said it.
I'm sorry it upset you.
That you're so weak that it upset you.
I'm sorry.
It's good when people fall for that, because then you feel like you didn't give an apology and they feel good.
That they were apologized to, yeah. Meanwhile, it's like, I'm sorry you got so upset.
I'm sorry you're so stupid, is the subtext.
I don't think that. I'm sorry you're so fragile. I'm sorry you have no sense of humor. There's plenty of apologies that mean nothing.
I'm sorry there's no humor in your life.
I have to pee badly.
Do you? You want to take a little break?
Is that okay? Because I really have to do that.
For a take it
we
easy.
could like wrap up next. What the hell?
All right, we'll do that then.
All right.
And be right back.
Yeah. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
That's so sweet. I had no idea.
Pretty much wrapping up for the day in a few minutes here. Iliza Shlesinger in studio. Gotham Comedy Club tonight through Saturday. Very, very funny comic. Very, very funny female comic.
She's very pretty, too.
Giving her all these compliments.
Thank
She's
you.
not even listening.
She's a pretty girl.
Thank you.
And you're a pretty girl.
Thank you.
You got boyfriend?
You hear that, Mom? I don't have a boyfriend.
Why? What's the issue? What's the problem?
No issue. Sometimes you don't have a boyfriend.
Gamma.
I had one.
I always say she's funnier than she is good looking.
Whoa, that's
a compliment.
That's a good compliment right there.
I should do the girl thing and be like, so what does that mean?
You just called me fat.
You just called me fat subliminally. I heard it. I did.
Oh, so are my thighs funny? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I do have fat thighs.
No, do you?
No, yes. It's got to go somewhere.
So what happened with the boyfriend?
I had one, and now I don't.
What happened?
Well, he lived far away. It was just not going to work.
How long were you going out?
About a year.
Is that a long time for you?
That's the standard. We do it. We go a year, and then we end.
Like get a lease.
Who ended it?
It was mutual. He lived very far away.
It could be mutual when it's done, but someone usually initiates. You don't both open the door and go at the same time, let's break up.
Right.
Oh, hey, me Coke.
It was in the ether. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
How far away did he live?
A constant piss
Virginia.
floating over.
That's him. And then he's moving to Dubai for his job, so that's pretty far.
Who does he fucking work for? Al Qaeda?
Yes,
he works
worked
for the
Al
Mossad.
Qaeda. His parents hated that he dated a Jew, but we made it. We were like Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means I'll be dying shortly.
How long have you been single?
6 months.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
Do you date?
I've been on not a lot, but I've been on some dates.
Were they stupid?
No.
They were fun, yeah.
I dated one guy. We went on 5 dates. I have this thing where I like to
5 dates like
get
married.
drunk with guys, and then I say up front, I'm not going to sleep with you, but you can sleep over. And they never have an issue with it, and we make out and go to bed.
Wow, that sounds
Do they at least jerk off?
That sounds awful.
No.
I was like, yeah, that's
I've never had a guy have an issue with this, and they call me the next day, and we go out. It's not. Some men aren't pigs.
And you can buy me breakfast.
Some men aren't pigs.
Some aren't.
I'll tell you why that works though, because you know you're going to get to kiss a little bit, and she's not being a cock tease because she's telling you in advance.
Thank you.
Come over, and I'd like to have you because I'm enjoying you, but I won't fuck you.
You can see me in my underwear, and it'll be great.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Thank you.
But I would scrap on the floor though when she dozed off.
Oh my God.
What is scrap?
The load.
Scrap.
I would just turn the other way and fucking.
Let me ask you this: you ever break up? I mean, you're married, right?
No.
Okay. You ever break up with someone for something they didn't do, but you think they're going to do? Here's what it is. This guy told me he liked horseback riding.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Where you get a horse in L.A., I don't know. Like horseback riding.
Instead of Sex in the City.
Right? I couldn't get the image, and this is not anything I'd seen, of him in riding boots and like a Victorian white flowy shirt. Horseback riding down the beach, so I had to break it off.
Wow.
Because I couldn't have that image and be attracted to him.
Yeah,
as great
yeah.
as he was, as attractive as he was.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It really messed with me. So don't tell me about your extracurricular activities if you want to keep it going.
Well, if that bothers her, I can't wait till she hears 2,000 tranny stories. I want to ask her out just to tell her tranny stories. I can't get that image out of my head of you enjoying that and paying for it.
It just seems more natural than the horse.
A girl in her panties, though, like in the house,
something hot about that, absolutely.
It's very hot. But the thing is, like, yeah, it's.
Did you say?
I mean, it would like panties
in her house? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like you're in like if you're hanging out and you said you get to see me in my panties.
Right.
Like, that would just be panties. Panties.
Her little jiggly hiney in the panties,
Stop.
like walking around.
That'd be like...
Mom's listening.
We're drunk and in bed
Mom's
at this point. There's no walking around.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
There's just laying.
And
So
you
now
don't think
you're
they lift the
sleeping
covers
in the
and-
same bed?
Yeah.
But there's no shenanigans going on.
I've slept in a bed with a lot of my guy friends, too. It's an unhealthy relationship I established right off the
No
bat.
shit.
Just be like, hey, you're drunk. Yeah, just sleep over.
Do you ever wake up with them like just maybe pushing a little on you?
Never happened.
A little,
You're a sound sleeper.
A little. All of a sudden he's laying down in bed. His head's on the pillow away from you. His feet are away from you, but he's like arched real close to you in the midsection. He's like doing a bending over backwards.
Yeah.
Thing.
I think there's something wrong with me. I shouldn't.
No.
I should
Sleep
let grown
heavy.
men sleep over.
I will say
that's
this:
pretty cool.
the acknowledgement from the beginning would make a huge difference.
Thank you.
Because any other guy's gonna be like, "You're saying there's a chance," like all the way till 3 or 4 in the morning. You're hanging on, thinking it's gonna happen, but you let it know
Yeah.
at like 10 o'clock.
And
Like,
I
I'll
think it
just get
goes both
wasted.
ways. Especially if a girl, if she sleeps with a guy, let's say it's a one-night stand or whatever, if you know going into it that he's a degenerate that's not going to ever date you, but it's going to be a great one night, I think you can wake up feeling good about that versus being like, yeah, I'd love to hang out some more, and then they don't call. That's the issue.
But then now, does it go like maybe a couple of dates and this whole pattern happens, and then someday he just wins the lottery and it's like, hey, guess what?
We're going to do it.
You're in.
If we're sleeping together, you're probably my boyfriend at this point. But that's just the way I roll.
Okay.
I just
oh, look at you.
I just checked my Twitter.
See, Mom?
A guy goes, "Who's the chick and is she hot?"
What are you going to say?
Oh, it ain't.
What are you gonna say?
It's Iliza Shlesinger, and she is hot.
What is your Twitter
Gotham Comedy Club tonight through Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What is your? Oh yeah, we went over this last time. You got Eliza.
ILIZA.
LLIZA.
ILIZA.
She got it.
ILIZA. Wow.
Damn,
I
that's
tweeted
pretty good.
you guys all yesterday.
That's a pretty good
I didn't see it.
Twitter right there.
I'm going to do it all right now.
That's a good Twitter right there.
I feel dirty because I just Instagrammed a toilet shot. I don't think
You
Instagram
should.
was made for that.
Oh, it totally was.
You think?
Did you use filters? Did you use the shit filter
I went
on
with
it?
the brown
have
filter.
no-
I went
I
with
have-
Kelvin.
I have no like
finally figured
morals
out-
or anything,
No.
and I feel like it's awful to tweet that. That's why I'm like, no, I'm not tweeting
You
it.
Instagram it?
No.
Oh, you can't.
I just talked about picking up a guy's
I finally figured
yeah,
out
I
what
think
you
that's
used.
horrible to do what you
I
just
finally
did.
figured out what how to use the Kelvin filter.
You use the Kelvin filter
I've
for
never
shit.
used Kelvin
You got
before.
it. Of course you do. You use the drama settings for a piss.
That's a gross picture there, Matt Paxton, clutter cleaner on Twitter.
It's a good one.
Matt was telling me he's got all sorts of things going on after Hoarder's
Oh,
ends,
yeah.
whenever that does, by the way.
You got podcasts.
A lot of podcasts, 5 decisions away. Check
Five
this out.
decisions away. Yeah, great podcast.
Do you ever find one of these in a hoarder's house? A BlackBerry? What are you doing
No.
with that fucking thing?
This is the best.
It stinks.
This is from a guy. Is this a phone holster, Dad?
I know. I will acknowledge Eliza's point. My phone case is horrendous.
It's black with white stitching. You get it, Kenneth Cole?
It's indefensible.
It really
It says
is one of
Sprint
those.
PCS.
I keep it only because it protects my phone when I fall. But I will acknowledge
When I
your
fall?
What do you-
when the phone drops.
You
when
just
the-
made it worse. You just made it worse.
Yes. It catches my
Hooks onto my cane.
nitroglycerin.
My equilibrium is so off.
I fall all the time.
It has a magnet that sticks to my oxygen tank.
When I drop my phone.
That's funny.
I don't need to justify the BlackBerry. I can
terrible.
out-text you any day of the week.
Most people can.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And it doesn't. Okay, the internet is bad, but it's good for texting.
But BlackBerries suck.
No,
I mean,
man.
I had one. They're terrible.
I was-
They're a
I'll
terrible
stand for a
company.
horse zit, but not this.
I was a BlackBerry guy for many years. I had to give.
What about
give up.
pictures?
I had to give up on it.
About
Sometimes
pictures?
it gets pictures.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
see, you know.
Yes,
I can get a
She knows.
picture if I go hotspot and I wait for the data to load. I can
Sounds
get a
easy.
picture if
Yeah.
someone.
Sounds
If
great.
I stand very close to a cell phone tower.
And what kind of camera you got on that thing?
An M32 megapixel. I don't. What kind of camera? What
I
kind
know.
of question? I don't
That's
know.
a dumb question.
There's a camera.
There is a camera.
People pick on me for the BlackBerry. I think I'm going to call my hour special. I'm keeping my BlackBerry. That's the whole background's going to be a BlackBerry.
Kind of nice.
I
like
love
that.
it. I do
They're
it
not
to be
selling BlackBerries
contrarian,
today.
quite frankly.
It's over, Johnny.
No.
I actually thought they were out of business. I didn't know they were still in
Yeah, I
business.
know. What? They
I'm not
still-
joking, for real.
Where do you get
I don't
parts?
like you.
Where do you get parts for that thing?
At a Radio Shack.
She's got a soldering iron and some resistors.
I gave up on
I
that.
take it to
2
a
years
Middle
ago.
Eastern guy down the street, and he does it for me.
Yeah, I was listening to your text. I was like, I used to love BlackBerry.
Yeah, so
fucking that storm. I still wake up sometimes hating them for the storm.
Yeah.
Which one was the storm?
Well, it was the one that was going to bring it back on the map.
20 after that one.
This is the most recent one.
Oh, it is?
Is it? And they still got the button. Our people like to feel the button for
We
their
do.
typing.
It's a tactile experience. It's an
You
interactive.
said that
like 2 days ago.
Yeah, we were just saying.
you get over it.
We like the tactile experience.
It's important. I can text a whole thing without looking, whereas you have predictive text and it's stupid. You have a stupid phone, Jim Norton.
So I could just talk into it.
Oh yeah.
You have me there.
I could just say, yeah, I hit the fucking Siri button. And
well, what about reveling in the experience of a technological evolution? What about enjoying one of the steps of an evolution versus just skipping ahead to the next best thing?
I've had that.
What about nostalgia?
By the way, if you're sleeping with a girl in bed, we also enjoy the tactile experience.
Yeah. Well, when I'm sleeping, it's all yours.
Yeah.
How rude is that? The sleeping girl feel up.
Hey, what's the matter? Hey, look, if you're dumb enough to doze off, I'm going to pull the covers back and give your hiney one of these. Ooh.
Dumb enough to doze off. You're sleeping with a crocodile.
Hey, what do you expect?
Can I just say that I know you acknowledge because of the falling that it's awful. That's a deal breaker.
That's
a deal breaker.
If you pull out the holster,
if you have a holster and you're like a young cool guy and that's what you have, that's a deal breaker.
But I'll tell you one thing: if the fucking holster didn't get you, the pictures I have on here would be a deal breaker.
Of all the things that are Jim Norton, the cell phone holder is the thing that throws you off.
No, do you know what it is? It's like this used to
signifies so much.
I used to wear this on the outside of the belt.
You'd wear it.
No, but it's so no. I mean, I'm sorry. No, on the inside of my here's why. On the inside of my pocket, and I shouldn't because it's going to be ball cancer.
Your insulin pump.
But you keep it like that, and it keeps it from falling all the way into your pocket. So I would wear it backwards.
Sweet,
like that.
Dad. What else? What are the other ergonomics of a BlackBerry case?
I love it.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I will acknowledge it's indefensible.
Yeah, it
Fair
is
point.
bad.
The best part when I fall down.
I need it for when I fall down. Sometimes Grandpa takes a tumble.
No young woman wants to hear that.
No.
When I fall down.
Yeah, I need a new case.
Jimmy.
It does have white stitching on it.
I got a guy. You need a case.
He will
like a
have a new
shoe.
one tomorrow morning. He
It
will
looks
have
like a
a new one.
Skechers shoe.
It looks like a Skechers shoe. Or it looks
I'm going to
looks
turn
like,
this thing on in the morning. You're going to be talking about your new case that you bought.
Tough
Of course
skins.
you will.
No,
Tough skin pants.
And I'll be complaining about my
my
fucking.
case is, and it's rubber.
Yeah, but look what it's protecting. Well, why would you have that?
My memories?
I'd be more worried about the case if
My
I dropped
buttons?
this.
Not only is he going to be talking about the case, he's going to have about 10 of them in here tomorrow.
But I'm going to try.
He's going to try them all out.
Yeah, I have to.
You're
Why
my
don't
new-
you put it
my-
on like a string, like a yo-yo retractable janitor string, and it just kind of covers.
One of my favorite things now is when you and Bob Kelly get in technology fights.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love it. I love it.
I love
Why,
Bobby.
what does he have?
No,
Bobby has
no
everything.
intelligence whatsoever. He continues to just, he has whatever his idea is, and he goes with it.
The new apps for the iPhone, dude. You got here, boom. You get your coffee. You're playing games. You got maps.
Yeah, dude, you got to be positive.
Yeah.
Got to be positive.
Positive.
Bobby. Jesus Christ.
Bob's here tomorrow.
Is he?
As
Great.
is Frank Oz and Anthony Bourdain.
Wow.
Tomorrow's
That's a
show.
good one.
That's
You
awesome.
guys picked the wrong day to come
Oh,
in here.
man.
Sure
Look,
did.
that's pretty much the insult of
Yep.
each other
That's
saying
what we were
you
just
picked
in.
a bad day.
I'd be upset if I was with the guy that cleaned up shit on TV. That'd be kind of a letdown.
I liked it.
Why, you're with people who produce it on radio every day?
Yeah, clean up this mess. Good luck. Good luck cleaning up this shithole.
I want to, I'm looking forward to meeting Frank Oz.
Yeah, that'd be cool. He's a legend, as they say.
So we should go home and get, plenty of rest for the Frank Oz interview.
I guess that's it. Huh?
What is he
Let's get the
promoting?
fuck out of here.
The 25th anniversary of Little Shop of Horrors.
Little shop. Okay.
Ah, the Little Shop of Horrors guy.
Oh, and here's what we got to do.
Nice.
by the
I was
way.
thinking it was Dr. Oz, and I was like, why is he from? I'm sorry. I'm
Dr.
sorry. I'm
Oz.
sorry. I blanked out.
That would be
I
terrible.
was not paying attention.
Oh, that
just
show was the
undermined
worst.
everything I've done.
That
here.
guy moved some product, man.
Oh, my God, it's crazy. Those housewives love him.
I got to hang out with Montel the other day, and he was telling me.
Montel Williams?
Oh, my God, dude.
Was he talking smack about him?
No, that's like the main show he does now. And because Montel makes all his money selling like blenders and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
He got me on a juice diet, man. I've lost 15 pounds because of that juice diet. Yeah, it's legit, man.
Is that yours?
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I do like my own homemade. I got
I have an issue with
homemade juice that he got me making on his little his little blender. It's awesome though. I mean,
So you watched the infomercial?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I thought you had an actual conversation.
No, actually, no, I did. He's actually reached out to me and helped me. He actually got me a product line.
I'm going to ask him next time I see him in the elevator.
Yeah. He's got me a whole line of cleaning products.
It's
unbelievable.
He lives in my building. You want me to ask
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Do you call him Dr. Oz or Mamet?
Nah, he's not approachable. He's a dick.
He looks like a dick.
Really?
He's a dick.
He looks like a dick.
He's really not approachable.
Look at all these people just bad-mouthing someone you don't even know.
Hey, he lives in my building. I know. He's a dick.
Yeah.
I could say it.
He doesn't look like a nice guy.
He's not a nice guy.
Thinks he's all that.
Does he leave his junk mail on the floor by the mailboxes?
Oh, bastards.
He's not.
Oh, he's not one of those guys.
Oh, he's not one of those.
Yeah. He's a dick.
Hey, Dr. Oz, I have a question. What the fuck do you... I ran out of steam on that. But I was going to insult him, basically. It was going to be insulting to Dr. Oz.
Jimmy, tell me about Helium, the second show, so we get out of here.
Yes.
Let's go home.
I have October 25, 26, 27, and they've added a second show on the Thursday because the shows are selling very well.
The Thursday.
And I also have, I wanted to plug Vegas, which is, I think, October fucking the 19th. I don't remember. I should probably know that ahead of time.
All right. Clutter Cleaner on Twitter. We know that, Matt.
Clutter Cleaner.
We're going to get some followers today. They're loving the toilet pick, and I think that's going to get you
Thank
some
you.
followers today.
Sorry, Grandma.
That's great. Toilet pick gets you followers.
And
Hey,
the
man.
podcast.
Wonderful world.
How do they find the podcast?
Go,
People love your podcast.
Stitcher or iTunes, or you can go right to 5decisionsaway.com.
Cool, man.
And Eliza,
Matt,
of course.
Eliza.
No.
I'll be at Gotham this weekend.
Can
and
I say that?
You can watch my
Gotham?
dating show, Excused. Which
Excused.
is, we just wrapped 230 episodes.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Episodes.
Yeah. So, second season is currently airing.
Yeah?
Check your local listings. You can go to excusedtv.com. Our website looks like an ad for herbal Viagra.
Nice.
And I'll show it to you. You'll see what I mean.
Hoarders Monday nights, A&E.
Yes,
9 o'clock.
yes, of
Sorry.
course, please.
And possibly on the show tomorrow,
Oh, you
I
like
met Oz.
Katie Sunshine.
No way.
Hula hoop girl.
Wait, by phone? Ah, son of a bitch.
By phone?
I want her
Yeah.
hula hooping in here.
She's married.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's in Arkansas.
How do you know?
Because I know her full name now.
Oh, damn.
Creep.
No, I
You
just
are a
found out.
goddamn ghoul, Jimmy.
No, I like to learn things. No, it's all over the internet. It's not a secret.
I'm just joking.
That's not a secret.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
This
Thank
was
you.
fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you've heard about it. You've waited 4 long hours for it. And now the moment you've waited for rears its ugly nose. Head After Opie and Anthony Live is coming up next.